Quarterback shit when I'm I said I said quarterback shit when I'm under the center. Game plan sick, talking under the weather. You know what we doing? I need that all expense paid inclusive. I'm the plug, so I'm plugged into it. About money like with Jewish white Christmas. I'm Scrooge, bitch. My mood is on cruise ship. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't vibing with my moon man. I move shit like Kerry. I'm the cold truth, Fletcher Reed, Jim Carrey. Everything movie, that mean the price varies. Need that designer cream shit and all Ben and Jerry's. Cream get the money like 36 chambers. Baskin Robbins shit, 31 flavors. Keep it moving.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Everything on me. Yeah, tell him Bogart sky free. Lottie Dottie, like to party. Fuck with clothes, shoot, trolling 5 Molly. Heard I carry weight, move packs like a dolly. And I stay fuming, clock me doing Godspeed. Business booming, back-to-back trips, moving multiple units. Got mules, got universal soldiers, getting money for sure. Yeah, we ain't shrugging shoulders. You think I'm lucky getting over, made it far, cause I'm sharp, fuck a 4-leaf clover. On my 89, minus the flat top. Getting packs off, smoking on the cash crop. Money talk, if you're broke, then you can't talk. Play a never-ending ball game, Sandlot.
I can make things move. I can make things move. I can make things move.
Getting money when I land there. Smoking all loud so I can't hear. And if your boys bring the noise, all y'all pussies getting scraped pap smear. Codeine got me leaning, pizza. Put your boy on point, pyramid of Giza. I'ma rock like this till I'm an old geezer. No pizza parlor, but we deliver pizzas. Ask Uncle Sam, I'm taxing. Look, ma, no hands, telepathic. I can make things move, I'm carefully calculated when I make these moves. I run shit, don't let me get loose. I'm all about my decks, trying not to get goosed. Keep it moving.
Yes, sir. Good morning, fellas.
What's up?
Good morning. It is the first Tuesday of the year. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
The first Tuesday, 2026 live edition of the Wave Your Game. Look at that. We haven't lost a step for the 2026. How's the year treating y'all so far?
Money.
You know when they say
Right.
when you win when you're the winning quarterback, and they say, "What you gonna do next?" I'm going to Disneyland. So when they interviewed me after winning the
chippers
and the nice guys, you know, they had to. Hey, ask the same. I'm going to Disneyland. So,
hey, you're a real champ.
It was raining in the morning, but it actually turned out to be a pretty decent day. And unfortunately, there wasn't rain crowds. This fucking place was packed. I was like,
wow.
I thought we were going to get lucky and enjoy a nice rain crowd. You know, it's the Sunday before everybody has to go back to work, more or less. And
will they allow people with umbrellas in there? Because, you know, it's like,
of course,
they don't allow a lot of things in there.
No, I mean, like weapons, of course not. But yeah, I mean, they'll let you bring in food, drinks. There's a lot of stuff that they will let you bring in. But
I wouldn't be able to bring an umbrella, huh? Because I can like take one of those folks out and check someone with it.
You can have all sorts of fancy golf umbrellas or your personal space umbrella. That's probably the preferred one. That is everybody has their own. Like those little the little umbrellas come in clutch. And as opposed to like 5 people underneath this giant fucking little You know,
Right.
like that. And then you're in line, you got this thing, it's all big and trying to go through places with it. Little tiny one. That's the way to go.
The clear joints too.
The ones that wrap around you that look all goofy, like
Yeah.
they're very feminine, right? Like, but I
Yeah.
get it because they go down and they protect you. They're almost like a shelter.
It's like a condom.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well,
I mean, like,
so they will let me in with an
one
umbrella.
of those as a condom. That all I can imagine is
It's like
that.
it's like
Where's the handle going, Bogey?
in the Bible, they actually refer to like the manna and things like that came out the sky as God's as God's semen. This is the fact.
Those
This
bronze
is fact.
age
You know about the manna that Moses was eating?
and their sexual book of whatever the manual.
Well, because they say like it's the morning dew, essentially, right? Because it's like, and then because it quote unquote makes things grow out of the ground. In this case, the manna, right? They were saying like that little mist morning dew thing is God's semen.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. Check your Bible app. Kid has fact checks me all the time on Bible shit because I always find crazy shit from the Bible. And you go, hold on, let me check my app. Okay, well, how about this? So I can get in there with an umbrella though. Like they're not tripping off like umbrellas, like it could be like used as a melee weapon.
No, but they're like I said, they're you obviously ain't getting through the gate of security with weapons, but personal space.
When we was kids, right? When we were kids, we're about to rumble with this other high school. So you know what I mean? And it's one of those like it was like I don't know if motherfuckers was just doing this because of the Warriors movie or it's just been like this from the dawn of man. But like it was organized. We're about to meet these fools up. So they're about to come through hella deep, and then we're spending all day rounding up hella fools. We go to my boy's house after school because we're about to meet the rivals at this park. So we go to my boy's house like we need weapons. You know what I mean? And then like he had this old 1980s tent. Like, I'm talking about the old ones with the big the hard poles, not the ones that bent up all flimsy and shit. I'm talking about, those ones, the little hollow poles. So I was like, boom, there it is. Came through with a big ass bag of poles. And we just had motherfucking hella makeshift Donatellos at this motherfucker, bruh. Yeah, they didn't want none.
I mean, it would hurt, but like if there's a well-built warrior out of that group, you're not going to hurt him. Those things are going to bend when you hit them.
I mean,
they're hollowed out.
Like getting bludgeoned by like a bunch of them, right? Just bludgeoning them.
Yeah, it'd be like
right. Oh, in this same rumble when it went down, one of my pilots, he had some nunchucks. You know what I mean? And he definitely hurt himself with the nunchucks.
If somebody knows how to use those properly, you're not getting in close quarters with him.
Fuck no. And like he don't know how to use them properly, so he that shit was hitting him. Boom, boom. That shit was fucking him up too. He was not Michelangelo.
Still not messing with that.
Swinging that motherfucker every which way. Yeah. Shit was going down. A lot of lacerations from a nunchucks, man. I heard Bruce Lee, when he got infatuated with the nunchucks, he wanted to be the greatest, right? And like he was pretty badass with it, right? Yeah. Is that thing real where he's doing like the ping pong with it, with the nunchucks? That's probably fake.
Sure, he could play ping pong with nunchucks, yeah. I would believe it.
Seems real.
It wouldn't be very good. It'd be like baseball, round ball, round object. And basically, it'd be hard to play tennis with a. That's why they play with a flat racket.
I guess just like, right? Just to look like the precision of that, or even like the anticipation of the ball coming and wherever you have the nunchucks at the time. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. I would totally lose in ping pong if they were like, you gotta win for $1 million. You have to win a ping pong match, but you have to use the nunchucks. I was like, I ain't getting the money then, man. You know what I mean? You remember that show, Minute to Win It, back in the days?
No thanks.
It was guy in the fear, you know, the two-tone hair guy.
I will use the ping pong paddle. Thank you. Shout out to everybody in the chat this morning. We got Emil up in the house.
Emil?
What's up, everybody?
Shout out to Derek, of course.
What up,
got
Derek?
our boy, the Ginger Ninja.
What's up, Denny?
King D in the house.
Big King.
And Bakes a lot with us this morning as well.
What's up, Bakes?
Top of the morning to you, Bakes.
Top of the morning to everybody.
Top of the morning to
Hope,
everybody.
you guys are decompressing from the fantasy season.
It's funny because if by decompressing you mean we just fired up a bunch of degenerate ass, ignorant ass fantasy playoff leagues, then yeah. We're decompressing.
Yeah. My
There is no decompressing for us.
drafting.
I don't want it to end. Don't let me off this ride.
Celebrate the championships and then jump right into the drafting. Are you kidding me? Doesn't get better than that.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, like just this morning, I'm at the 6th spot. I'm trying to decide between 2 players. And then I'm hoping, like, because that's a 7 and it'll swing right back to me, right? So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'll take Woody Marks here. And then I would think I was the other person. I forget who I was trying to grab. Oh, it was Josh Jacobs, because I was just like, you know what? Fuck Josh Jacobs. I like the Bears this week to win. So I'm going to go Woody Marks here. If Jacobs falls to me, I'll take Jacobs. Comes right back to me. Right before it comes back to me, dude takes Jacobs, and I get angry. And I go, oh, yeah. I miss that feeling. You know what I mean? That fucking you're mad in a draft. Feels like home.
Miss that feeling. That's funny.
Speaking of that, don't we got a draft later on, Bogey? Starting in the afternoon, the
3 o'clock, yeah.
the real degenerate one. 12-teamer, you said? This is something.
Yeah, I think we got one. We need one more degenerate. If anyone wants to come join us. Are you in this joint, Peacock? Or you're in decompress?
I am not. I'm hanging back. I'm like emergency. I'm playing emergency, giving everybody else a chance to get in
This
the
one's
weeds.
really kind of interesting. We only get one quarterback, right? We can't be like having 2 quarterbacks on our team.
No.
All right.
2 QB having ass.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like different
For real.
dynamic, who's going to the Super Bowl, maybe dynamic with the quarterback.
Yeah,
Who knows?
or like, since there's 14 and there's 12 of us, like there's theoretically could be 2 QBs that don't get drafted that actually move on to the next level. So then
There you
there's
go,
available for somebody.
I was hoping that was going to be a popular move. That the more people that participate with that mindset, I'm going to just wait. Then value's going to be there for that quarterback.
I'm waiting on a lot of QBs in these joints, or I'm doing like kind of like a one early and then just kind of take whatever falls to me. And I'm so mad that it looks like I'm going to have Aaron Rodgers in like 4 of these joints just for waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Aaron Rodgers has the worst matchup.
Yeah, I like the Niners. I know we got a Niners gang in the building, but fuck, I'm rolling Purdy. Doing all I can to somehow acquire Purdy, and then anybody else on that Niners, they can eat.
There's one joint like that one.
CMC, we could throw it to CMC all day. I'm down with that.
Like I think you had got the Brock at like the 1-6 in one of those joints, right?
Yeah.
But QBs were flying in that one. There's another one I'm in where no one took it. Well, only one QB went in the first round. Or 2, it was Drake May and then Josh Allen. Then everyone waited like shit. I ended up getting Lawrence in the 3rd and then Brock in the 4th. And I was tripping because I was like double taking it like, well, shit, the Brock's actually there.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I'm not going to let him slip. So
I just saw Bo Nix go in the 6th round.
2-3.
I just saw Bo Nix go in the 6th round of that same league.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm tripping.
For me, on Bo Nix and the Broncos, what I like about his situation is that it gives me a quarterback, the guarantee, that feeling that that 2nd round, at least I got a quarterback in the team. play. So I'll have one this week and I'll have one next week. Hopefully I'll have two next week. And then this week the Niners put a fucking rip of points on the board and send me.
They're due for a bounce back.
Yeah, I'm putting my my analysis to test. I'm doing Devontae Adams and Brock Purdy as my 1-2 punch in 2 leagues. And I was saying, get your Niners and Rams in these playoff leagues because they're the ones that are going to have these matchups where we might be able to get some nice points out of these guys. The Chargers, I don't know, man. I haven't really found a Charger worth taking so far, but their value has fucking stumbled. So you might be able to get some great value out of these Chargers if they ended up getting past this first round. That's just the analysis so far.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of pass catchers out there to see if they can get that going. I feel like the passing game's kind of been on the dip a little bit, but that goes to the protection over there in the offensive line.
Yeah. Herbo could end up having his what do we call that? Like one of his crowning achievements this might be the year for him. And there's a lot of people rooting for him because nobody has faith in the Chargers as an organization, but we're like rooting for the quarterback.
As a staff, a record label, and a motherfucking crew.
We're somehow rooting for this good guy over there in Chargers land. I'm not a huge fan, but I don't hate the guy. I don't go out of my way to grab
the consensus. If there's a microcosm of consensus, everyone in these drafts is absolutely targeting Drake May, and Justin Herbert is way in the distance. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just that's pretty much what I'm taking from the little consensus of all the fantasy enthusiasts that is with us in these drafts. No one believes the Chargers are going to move on.
Yeah, that's a fact. We might be able to get some great value in these drafts.
I mean, shit, this is one of those instances, like, for example, last year, I had a few joints. I was heavy on the Lions. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to wait on the bye week. They were one and done. That fucked up all those teams. Then there's other ones where I was so convinced that the Buccaneers were going to just walk through the Commandos in the first round, so I'm heavy on the Bucs. They get eliminated, and then that fucked up a bunch of my teams. So, like, this year, I was, like, trying to, I've been kind of diversifying just from team to team, but I'm not opposed to being heavy on one team, even if I don't necessarily believe it or not. Because, man, if say I'm wrong about them not moving forward, and I have a bunch of them, hey, he's cheap money, you know what I mean? But yeah, the Chargers and the Jags are kind of the ones I've been kind of viewing that way, where it's like, if these guys get past the first round, like I don't see the Steelers really like that. Like I'm like, okay, I'll take some Steelers players later because they're hella falling. But at the same time, I'm like, that defense has just done it too well all year. And then Aaron Rodgers has been subpar, especially based on Aaron Rodgers standards that I'm accustomed to, or at least that I believe in him to have still. Haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's a battle for some of these prove-it teams. We got the Patriots. They're a newcomer. This is a whole new organization, but for some reason, it feels like they're just right back where they need to be. And I think they're the scariest out of the AFC right now. It might be tough for the Chargers. I don't know though. We'll see.
I still think the most dangerous defense is the Texans, but then at the same time, it's like these dark horse teams that like I gotta start like not believing in, like the Jags, but I still refuse to believe in it at all. Like the Jags gotta beat Buffalo. Here's another thing: the Jags are about to beat a bad Buffalo team, and then like people are gonna be like, "This is the upset of the century," and you know what I mean? But I'm like, the Buffalo Bills team as a whole is not great. You know what I mean? Like Josh Allen and James Cook have literally been carrying this team the whole year. And if Buffalo goes into Jacksonville and upsets them, or not upsets them, wins in Jacksonville, no one's gonna bat an eyelash, and no one's gonna be surprised. It's Bills. But I can't stand how everyone's like, oh well, there's no Patrick Mahomes, there's no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson. They're just crowning Josh Allen. It's his time now. It's like, tell his team that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not on that gang. And I guess I would root for that in a way if it got down to him getting to the Super Bowl.
I want Josh Allen to beat the Jags for sure.
Right.
I would love to see Josh Allen take the next step. But it's the same way, like, okay, my Niners are hella good, coaching wise. Personnel wise, not much at all. And that's like the Bills in that aspect. You know what I mean? Like they're overachieving a fuck ton, like the Niners were. But the Bills they got this reputation to being this team. So does the Niners. But, you know what I mean? But then at the same time, there's a lot more fugazi. That's what I worry about. I worry about the one and done nature of those two teams. Even Chicago, I worry about Chicago. I'm heavy on Chicago in these drafts. But it's like if Green Bay goes into Chicago and beats them, no one will be surprised. Was that my bad, Peacock?
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there about the Buffalo Jags thing going on there. Buffalo's been sleeping. They've been real bad. They just kind of put them up there already. Jacksonville's been surprisingly good. And folks, I don't think have come around on that, waiting for Trevor Lawrence to kind of fall apart. But he hasn't done that so far this season. It's probably, tribute to Cohen and whatever they got going on there with the offense. Plus, they brought in a whole bunch of other pass catchers when things weren't working out with certain guys. So they found something that worked with Jacoby Myers, and they went ahead and extended him there early. So we'll see what ends up happening with Jacksonville. I still don't have the faith in them when it comes to playoff time and getting it done.
I ain't bet no money on them, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But the Bills aren't inspiring a lot of faith at this year either. So we'll see how that game goes. The way Jacksonville kind of tends to turn things up or put their foot down on people, extend the lead in the second half. We've seen them do it a couple times this season already.
In the Saxonville years, it was the Tyrod Taylor-led Buffalo Bills coached by Sean McDermott that was eliminated by Blake Horribles and Saxonville defense. And I think it was Doug Marrone, the Maroon. That's what I used to call him. Doug Marrone, the Maroon, was the head coach. I always wondered, how the fuck did this guy have a coaching job? But then, he goes and does something crazy, takes him to the title game.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is the second time the Jags have a 13-win season. Last time was that AFC title appearance with Blake Bortles.
Yeah, and they beat. I remember they had Jalen Ramsey, and they went into Pittsburgh, beat Pittsburgh, right? So then they go. I think they hosted Pittsburgh. Anyways, they beat Pittsburgh. Then they're talking to Jalen Ramsey in their locker room after, and they're like, there were some comments made about Ben Roethlisberger before this game. Do you want to elaborate on it? He said, yeah, he's soft. And he said, yeah. He said, yeah, I don't even think he said, I don't know why people consider him elite. He's not elite to me. Then he says, you know who's elite? Kirk Cousins. And this is the Washington Redskins Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? But so I feel like he was saying it sarcastically, like, Ben Roethlisberger ain't shit. You know who is, though? Kirk Cousins. I was like, yo, Jalen Ramsey's a fool.
What's up, Phil?
What up, Phil?
What's going on, Jen? Show me that money, he says.
Yeah.
Feeling himself, getting ready. He said, get ready to show me that money. He's talking that shit.
I like it, Phil. Yeah, I think we're gonna get that thing popping tonight, I think.
Shout out to Evan Clara, E4O. Shout out. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Good stuff going on this fantasy off season for everybody. Playoff watch parties and the like. Bunch of new joints be happening in the graphics department as well. So make sure you guys are paying attention, staying tuned with what's going on there over at our sponsor, NeonPeacockMerch.com.
Dennis said Bernie Mac will take that last spot in the 12-man league.
Okay. Shoot him. Go ahead and shoot him that link.
Shoot him that link.
Shoot him that link, Denny. And then just let him know he could just shoot that joint at me he got me on all the pay woo wops already. Shout out to our man Bernie Mac. It's funny because I remember Bernie Mac. He's like, let me think about it, and I just forgot to circle back around because normally people like when they want to think about it, they're not in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like,
shout out to Bernie Mac taking me out
Bernie.
in 2 semifinals in the GWN leagues this year. Good squads.
Bernie Mac's one of my arch rivals. I don't want him in this fantasy league, actually.
New motion background up for everybody right there. Eat, sleep, play, repeat. That is what we do with football, baby.
Yes.
Letting
It
you
is
all know.
on the schedule.
That's right. Eat, sleep, play, repeat football on the GWN football field right there for everybody to check out.
Badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you already know. Shout out to our sponsor, neonpeacockmerch.com. You know what I mean? Just make sure you guys lock in. We got all kind of new joints. This is real fresh, real spooky, and hilarious all at the same time. Stranger Things design that Neon Peacock just put up there. Go ahead and check that out. That shit goes crazy.
Yeah, let's play a promo and I'll show you guys the new design and then we can get into some other stuff.
Nice.
Now keep on the beats.
There we are.
Yeah. NeonPeacockMerch.com. We got
There's some of the
fly-
latest designs that dropped yesterday. We got a couple of them for the Cricket Commish, a new one for the 49ers Mouth from the Bay version, and then the latest Stranger Things design that I worked on yesterday while watching. I was watching Raw last night. They had a Stranger Things crossover. It's all right.
Cool.
It got me going. It got me thinking. I was like, So there's the new design. Let me get on over that. We can click on it. So you can, from a distance, it looks like it just says upside down Stranger Things. But when you get close, it's when she upside down on your Stranger Things.
Yeah.
With Vecna doing the that face that he's doing there.
He's real scary, that Vecna. You know what I mean?
That is a cool 80s retro feel. Goes good with some other dope colors. So check it out. And of course, you can put that on a mug. If you guys don't want to rock it on a t-shirt or whatever, you can select several different deals. Fun Extras is a good one to look into. You can put that on a trucker hat, a mug, a button, a bag, a pouch. Still working on shoes and other things like that, but we'll get there.
I know, right? And bucket hats too.
Just found out that there's blankets on this thing.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Just found out that there's blankets. I think that's under decorations. Let's see. Where'd they go?
That would be cool if they started making Snuggies. Yeah. I would totally rock one.
Crazy. I can't find the blanket here on the on the website, but I found it yesterday. Scoping around in the back. Well, they're around somewhere. We'll see where they. That's crazy. Is it under tapestries?
I still have
Oh,
the link,
blankets.
actually.
Here we go. I found it. Sherpa woven fleece, all kinds of blankets. That's cool. Get some
Okay.
throw rugs. Okay, so
Yeah.
not all my designs have it. This is just fairly new. I'm gonna have to go back and enable this for all the other designs, but they're there if you need it. This looks pretty dope.
Ooh.
How big did they get?
I know. Let's get. Give me like a plain Jane Marilyn Monroe.
I might just hang that up behind me
Fucking skirt down.
on my setup. I might.
Yeah,
just-
and of course I did some other ones since the last time we were here. I got Control Alt Delighted, Not Your Average Friends, The Soda Pressed, Console Yourself, the Mood Swings we worked on, and then the Calm Before the Stormtrooper, which is kind of just sticking out there on its own, but it's a good one. But yeah, go ahead and check that out. Of course, open for commissions. You guys got any ideas? Go ahead and hit me up, Miles Peacock 24 on Instagram. You can DM me there. You can leave a comment on any one of the shows. Thank you. Peacock. Thank you. UPS drop off.
Nice.
But yeah, you can go ahead and get any of that stuff going on off the website. And like I said, you can hit me up. Anything. We need beanies. Yeah, we'll get on that. Beanies is a good. I'm sure that can be done. Yep. But yeah, go ahead and check it out.
Poker style visors.
Those would be dope, right? The clear little deal or whatever.
Yes.
NeonPeacockMerch.com.
Yeah.
Right, cool. And we'll be working on several other things this week. I got a lot of ideas. It's just so many ideas and so little time. So
you ain't lying. You know what's so crazy too is like you ever have an idea and then you don't write it down and later on you're like, oh, what was this fucking idea?
Yeah. So typically I do write them down. I'll jot them down or I'll put it in a voice memo and they all go into a folder on my phone. And I have probably 35 of them just sitting in there right now that I haven't started on yet.
I like that one. I'm like that when I'm writing. I'll have some shit and then I'll be like, it'll be like a eureka moment. And then the phone will ring or something. And I'm like, what's happening? And I'll I'd be like, oh shit, you want to hear the shit I just wrote? And I'm like, oh, fuck, what was it? Then I'm mad at that person that called me. How dare you interrupt a genius at work?
Yeah, that's right. I'm throwing you off your track. Shout out to Brandon in the chat.
Yeah, Brandon.
Only took 1 year of Laramie Tunsil to make the Commander's OC quit. Oof. Yeah, the drop off in Washington was pretty bad.
I mean, him and his twin brother Jerry, or twin sister, because he's Laramie.
So they had a thing going on in the Texans media showed it, and it was a photo of Toro, the mascot, with his family because his whole Toro's family was there. He got inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago. They took pictures.
Oh, badass.
Yeah. So he was like his mom, his dad, his sister, his brother, and they were like going to the players' lockers, and they were like, "Can you name like his family members, like what their actual names are or whatever?" And they do have actual names, but it was just hilarious to see some of the players come up with names.
Toro Jr.
It was like his sister was, I think Will Anderson said Tornisha.
Tornisha, bro. Damn, that's a bad name. She tore up.
I couldn't with that one. When he said that's whatever, that's T-Mac, and then he was like, that's Tornisha. I was like, oh my God.
Hey man, I'm about to draft Will Anderson right now just because of that.
Hilarious, man. It was so funny that it's just like that came out of nowhere. And some other people were guessing some funny ones. Somebody said, I think H2O said his dad's name was I think the dad's name is actually Tex. So when they told him that, they're like, what's the mom's name? And he was like, Mex.
I mean, you know, it's the biggest medical heritage out there, right?
Yeah.
Tex Mex.
It was just a funny little behind the scenes thing in the locker room that they did. I thought it was hilarious.
Yes. You know what's funny is you know, like shit like that's funny because, you know, non-athletic people, they just kind of like will look to athletic people and go, oh, dumb jocks, right? But then there was like DeForest Buckner. I remember when he was on the Pat McAfee show one time, and he had all these books in his background, like a whole bookshelf. And then Pat McAfee goes, "Oh, is those real books right there? Or is it one of those back dealies?" You know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh no!" And he's like, "I got Dostoevsky right here, and I got." He was like pulling all these intellectual books out.
Nice.
He's like, "That's what I do in my free time." And I'm like, "Wow, you would have never thought."
Not like LeBron James, who pretends to read.
Right?
he's like in the locker room and you know, getting interviewed, holding a book wide open, like on page 1, and it's upside down or some shit.
He's reading the dedication page.
There's literally a picture like that. It's hilarious.
Wow.
Brandon says, Bake says it's cold for another 3 months. Hey man, go grab a hoodie. They are there. There should be a sale coming up pretty soon, I believe, this month. Hopefully. I don't know. I haven't really seen one. It's been Got a couple of big time sales going on towards the end of the year to kind of close it out. So maybe nothing until early February. We'll see. Hot take says Brandon, Texans trade up for the Cardinals number 3 pick again. That'd be crazy.
Hey, it worked out great last time.
He says, I was watching Toro get inducted. He dropped down from the ceiling and Andre Johnson gave him the award while wearing his official Hall of Fame jacket. That's pretty cool. Mariachis at the game. That's what's up. This book ain't even about me. Oh, that's what's up, Phil. Phil said he just bought the Ear to the Streets and the Stranger Things shirts. Hey, salute, man. Good looking out. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Phil, man. Appreciate the support.
Phil, I gotta see a picture that you gotta send that to my phone.
That's hilarious, man. I'm glad you should, hopefully you enjoy those. They should get here in about a week, depending on where you reside. They come from Florida. They ship out from Florida. They're pretty good. If for some reason in about a week you haven't gotten an email update or anything like that, email Threadless because they'll send you a confirmation and they'll get on it and they'll probably even send you some discount codes and stuff like that.
So, yeah. A lot of times when they're lagging, they'll send you.
If they lag. I know it's the new year. They probably should be on top of their stuff, but we'll see. Sometimes it takes a while. I know, like when it's for California to get all the way across country, that happens to Bogey from time to time.
Yeah, it gets to like LA first. Like it'll go to sometimes they'll go to Texas, then LA, then up to me.
That happens to me. Like it'll be in Louisiana, and then it goes to Dallas, and then back to Houston, and then I'm like, what? It was already in Louisiana. Just go straight to Houston. Anyway.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's taking a tour. Yeah,
taking a tour. But yeah, it usually takes about a week. So. Appreciate that.
Dennis said, Bogey, you're on the clock in the number 2. And number 4, about 1.5 hours.
2 and 4? Okay. I'll make my picks in like a minute.
Yes.
Yeah. What's it? You ready to take them to the streets, Lee?
Sir.
All right.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Taking them to the streets, everybody. Here we go. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Well, we know yesterday was Black Monday. Well, it's already been Black Tuesday.
Why you gotta be racist?
Why is it gotta be black?
No. Black Monday means firing day. I should have been clear. More firings were taking place.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Understood. No, I have.
Racist.
No, so for you.
No, so for you.
Just giving you a hard time. Sorry, Lee, go ahead.
Yeah, it's all good, fellas. What's up? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Yeah, make sure to get your playoff leagues in the GWN also. And shout out to all that have already joined and will be drafting or already drafting. Well, the Cowboys fired defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus after one season in Dallas.
Go.
Changes. And also over in the NFC East, the Commanders parted ways with offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury and defensive coordinator Joe Witt Jr. after a disappointing 2025.
Oh, that was his name.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, he has Witt in his name.
Yes, sir. Well, we know yesterday the Raiders fired head coach Pete Carroll. He was one and done. The Cardinals fired Jonathan Gannon.
And hold on real quick. That was one of those ones I actually thought that there was rumors shot that he's just had he got Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He took his only shot to get a job. That's the guy that I could see ending up with the Cowboys for real. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Jonathan Gannon, that was one of his claim to fame in the 2025 campaign is that he was able to limit some of these high-powered offenses, like the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, the Browns also fired Kevin Stefanski after 6 seasons.
That one's crazy because 2 out of those 6, he was coach of the year. You know what I mean? But it's still the Browns. They're just really shitty.
Well, Stefanski is expected to speak with the Falcons, the Giants, and the Titans today about their head coach. I know he has a meeting with the Titans today, but he's also expected to meet the Falcons and the Giants for their vacancies.
Wherever he goes, we're going to love those running backs in fantasy. Yeah. I say running backs as in plural because he usually runs some form of timeshare. But if he gets to the Falcons, I can see it being like, I can see him just being like, okay, I got Bijan now. It's all Bijan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, Brian Flores' name has been mentioned as a candidate for the Browns head coaching job, too. But there's got to be a lot of shit flying around out there. Raheem
Wow.
Morris.
Hold on. Wow. Because if that happens, that defense is even crazier, bro.
Oh, hell
Like,
you, man.
Jim Schwartz did his thing with that defense, but if you go over there and with some Brian Flores now, with a Myles Garrett and a Greg Delpit and even Denzel Ward when he's healthy, like their secondary is good to go along with that front. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Got that. They got the. He's gonna be a sophomore now. What is his name? Mason.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
is with that DT. Shit,
yeah,
you got my
they-
man Schwarzenbanger, Carson Schwarzenbanger.
Yeah. Bake said Gino's next on the chopping block. Yeah, I saw he removed his Raiders stuff off his Instagram. It was all over social media this morning. Yeah, he's gone. He's all but gone. And then Bake says gonna try and trade, but more than likely released by the March to only pay him 18 mil instead of more guaranteed monies.
Yeah.
And
That's,
well,
Come back to the Jets, Gino.
yeah.
I can see. Honestly.
Yeah, well, Raheem Morris is out as the Falcons head coach, and the GM Terry Fontenot is also out in Atlanta. And Raheem Morris is expected to get interviews for head coaching and DC vacancies.
What's sad with Raheem Morris and even for Brian Flores is that when you're a minority coach, you're going to get a lot of interviews just because the Rooney Rule says that these organizations have to interview a non-white first. You know what I mean? Before they can just go with whoever, go with the non-minority. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, but so that's a lot of formalities when they say Raheem Morris. But I could see him ending back up with like shit. If we lose Saleh, I could see Raheem Morris being with the Niners because Raheem Morris, he came from the Sean McVay side of things, I should say. But still, I could totally see that happening.
Yeah, well, the Falcons also requested head coaching interviews with Dolphins DC Anthony Weaver and Seahawks offensive Clint Kubiak.
Clint Kubiak's an interesting one too because now that the Seahawks are on their bye week, he can go around and interview with a lot of these teams right now. Yeah. I guess not. He can't do it right now. If they're going to the Super Bowl, then he can. I should say.
Yeah, well, I believe
because they're still active. I thought
Titans also have a meeting with Vance Joseph today for their head coaching job. They're having an interview with him. Yes.
Oh, I guess you can interview when they're on the bye week. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kubiak gets interviews too because Vance Joseph, he's the DC for the Broncos. We've seen. What's ironic about that? We've seen him as a head coach before with the Broncos.
With the Broncos.
You know what I mean? And yeah, that was before this last regime, before the Nathaniel Hackett little blip in time.
Yep. And the Titans tomorrow are speaking with Steve Spagnuolo for the head coaching vacancy.
Wow, Spags might leave the nest.
I was going to say that one's interesting.
Yeah, just the fact that Spags might even leave the Chiefs for anywhere. Because I always figured like he would be the one who stick around. I mean, Spagnuolo's resume is fucking incredible. He has 3 Super Bowls against Tom Brady, 2 with the Giants as their DC and 1 with the Chiefs. He lost to them in 2020. Anyways, he has 5 Super Bowls total as the DC, 3 with the Chiefs and 2 with the Giants. So, you know what I mean? Like his resume speaks for itself, but he always never took any interviews year after year because I figured he's just waiting around for Andy Reid to just finally hang it up and you know what I mean?
Yeah, Bakes, I put that on social media this morning that Jesse Minter's name is probably one of the hottest names out there. Yeah, I don't know if I haven't seen the one about him going to the Raiders, but dude, that'd be wild.
Oh wow, that's real.
Yeah,
that's what you were saying.
Yeah, that would be wild, but I don't know about that. But I see Harbaugh letting him go if he got the right opportunity. But it would
fuck it. Bill Belichick got a young one. Yeah. Him and his young broad moved to Vegas. You know what I mean?
It would suck going
with Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now the Giants are going to hold on to their GM.
You did not want Bill Belichick in there, huh, Lee?
What?
What if Bill Belichick went to the Raiders?
Let the old man go to the Raiders. What he showed in college this year wasn't too much, but
Was he coaching in college, or was he like a overseer?
He was coaching. I watched I watched 2 games.
I didn't watch none of it.
I watched
so
the
I'm not even
TCU
gonna
game when we
pretend.
trounced on them, but no. But the Giants have had internal conversations about John Harbaugh if he leaves Baltimore.
Hold on, the way you worded it is kind of confusing. So you said
No, it says here the Giants have had internal conversations about John Harbaugh if he leaves Baltimore, and that was per Ian O'Connor.
I think that would go for every team that
Oh,
has
for sure.
a coaching vacancy, and I just think there's like little to no like actual validity to that.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh, like I guess they had a good thing going there. Maybe that's why. Like, I don't think they're done over there in Baltimore. I don't think so
either.
They just had an injury-riddled season for real.
Yeah, well, the Bengals are bringing back Zach Taylor and executive Duke Tobin, and they're also planning to retain defensive coordinator Al Golden.
Wow, because he was so great.
Yeah. Now, as for Bakes' Raiders,
hold on. I think the Bengals could bring back the Callahans, and if they bring back the Callahans, that's dope, because that was the coordinator up under Taylor all them years when they first got
the Super Bowl.
Almighty Joe. You know what I mean? Yeah, and they got to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They were routinely in the playoffs or in the mix. Even when that one of those Jake Browning years, they were a game out of the playoffs that year too. So like I fuck with that was actually what got him that job in Tennessee that year with Jake Browning. Got Callahan that job in Tennessee. So I hope they bring him back, because that shit had everyone on fire for fantasy purposes. I'm selfish. That's really how I'm looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, also this was coming out from Tom Brady wants to pair. This is what Tom Brady would like. He would like to pair Brian Flores and Brian Daboll with the Raiders. That's one thing he's mentioned he'd like to do, is bring the 2 of them over.
I mean, shit. If there's ever an organization that is like, hey, come over here and we'll give you a big ass bag. And you know what's crazy? I think them firing Pete Carroll, that adds to another list of former head coaches that they're still paying.
Yeah, they owe Pete Carroll $30 million.
See? And then they still, I think, they got 2 more years of that Gruden, because they're paying him $10 million a year for 10 years.
And then they're playing Josh McDaniels $10 million or something.
Paying Josh McDaniels still.
And
you know what I mean? Come on. They ain't tripping. Mark Davis wears one of those hats with the propeller on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mark Davis, you could tell he makes bad decisions. Just look at his haircut that he chooses to get. He chose that haircut.
That's
the guy that runs that organization.
Yeah.
But he got the money. He got that money.
Bake says they're paying 4 coaches right now $85 million for not even coaching.
Hey, look. Hey, Mark Davis ain't even tripping. He's like, I got the money.
That's a lot of coin. That's chump change to Mark. He's a billionaire. I know, but they just can't hit on coaches.
I mean, but this is why Brady's there. And he says we need to go get Dable and go get Flores. These are 2 coaches that he personally had success with, and 2 coaches that he's seen have
coached against
success elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know, for what it's worth, Brian Flores as a head coach, he won a ton of games over there in Miami. You know what I mean? You know, for what it's worth, they weren't enough in a single season, but when you combine his wins and losses, he wouldn't have bad. And you know what I'm saying? They were on record, or allegedly, actually it's not alleged, it was in his contract that he was going to get a purse even in losing games. Like there was almost like a bonus, because they wanted to get the highest draft capital as possible, and he wasn't having that.
Yeah, well, the Colts GM Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen are officially returning for 2026, and the Bucs.
Who's that? Shane Steichen? Oh yeah, okay.
Ballard and Steichen are both safe for next year.
Hey, Shane Steichen's kind of amazing, bro.
Yeah. Now Todd
Look,
Bowles.
hold on.
Yes, sir.
Look at what he's done since he's got there. Granted, he ain't got no playoffs, but he's been a game or two out each season, and he's had to deal with the Anthony Richardson experiment, and then like win with Gardner Minshew, Flacco and Danny Dumbass in the meantime. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucking amazing when you think about it, because how hard it is to win in the NFL. And then when your organization, you take the head coaching job in that organization, they're like, okay, we're going to take this kid error 15. And he's like, well, but in my notes it says he makes all these errors, 15 of them a game.
Yeah. Well, Bucks head coach Todd Bowles and GM Jason Light are likely safe this year. And let's see.
Good for them.
I was telling Kidda backstage.
I don't know what happened with them. I mean, it's still their defense, Tampa, but so you got to look at what happened in their offense. And actually, I think about it, it was their offensive line, and the fact that like it was so in shit. They were never all healthy together, and by the time they were, their offensive line wasn't. So it was just, and then Baker was all beat up by the end of the year. Baker got a toe up all year.
Yeah,
he was over there hanging by a thread. He was beat, a hand, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, ribs. The motherfuckers getting knocked around.
The Falcons this morning hired Matt Ryan as the new president of football over in Atlanta.
Was it official? I remember they said that he was.
No, they said Falcons are hiring today the new president of football, which is Matt Ryan. And I was telling Kidda backstage this morning before we started, Wink Martindale is a potential name as the next Jets defensive coordinator.
That's a great hire. There's a correlation here. So the GM, what's his name? Joe Douglas, GM for the is he still the GM over there in the Jets?
No, he got who?
Joe Douglas?
No, I think he was ousted when they fired the coach. I think he went too.
Was he?
I think he was. Yeah, I think he was.
Check that out, because if he's still there, that would make sense, because he was part of the Baltimore staff, or the Baltimore front office when they had Mark Wink Martindale as the DC for the Baltimore Ravens, and like they were hella good. They actually canned Wink Martindale for Mike McDonald.
Joe Douglas right now is with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
He was fired, in 2024 by the Jets as general manager. He was there from 19 to 24.
That's still a great hire, though, because that's one of those dudes where it's like he had Baltimore's defense legit for years.
Yeah, he's now the senior.
I think when they got rid of him, it was because they couldn't ever get over the hump with him as the DC. Like they'd be like, they'd have a number one, they'd have a bye week and then come off, be one and done in the playoffs. So they got rid of it, bro.
Yeah, well, let's see.
I'll be right back.
Just, I guess this came out this morning. Kevin Stefanski reportedly never wanted to make the trade for the Deshaun Watson, and that's according to CBS Sports this morning. And they've actually thrown Philip Rivers' name out there as a head coach candidate this cycle, which I think is crazy. Because I saw an interview, he said, "No, I want to stay where I'm at." Von Miller wants to return to Washington next year and make that his final year in football.
You don't think that there's a certain dollar figure out there that Philip Rivers could try for, because he played in an era where players started making some serious
money? Yeah.
But I remember he was one of the first quarterbacks, I think, to average more than 20 million a year. 20 million.
Possible. He was, but
and that was a big deal. Now back then,
now the Browns are preparing for Shedeur Sanders to be their starter in 2026. So that came out this morning. And the Seahawks signed Charles Cross to a $104 million deal. Yes, sir. And Cam Ward, who got hurt on Sunday, he had ended up with a grade 3 AC joint sprain, but he should be fine for next season. And the Panthers are expected to pick up Bryce Young's 5th-year option. And
I said he earned it. He
did. Now, as for Colts cornerback Trevarius Ward, he is uncertain about his future due to concussion symptoms. So we shall see if he comes back next year or if he calls it a career. I think he had 3 concussions this year
Yeah, it's
that were
unfortunate.
noted. That was too bad, yeah. And Russell Wilson said he intends to continue playing. I don't know where you're going to play, but good luck.
Yeah,
A backup, basically. You ain't no starter.
that's okay.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Sorry, it's lunchtime here, so people were coming in and out of the office, like asking for things, and had the UPS guy drop off something, and then somebody needed a notary right now. A reporter
Now,
came by to
as
drop
for
off
some
a
draft news, Georgia wide
exhibit.
receiver Zarius Branch, he declared for the draft. Now, as for Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson, he is undecided if he's going to declare for the draft or not, or return to college.
You know what's funny is that everybody's afraid that the Jets are going to draft them, but I don't think the Jets are going to draft a quarterback in the first round. This is the perfect opportunity to get a non-quarterback, and wherever the strongest addition we can see, probably in a trade, accumulating more pieces. I think the 2 is still.
Well, you
nice.
said you want to build that lineup, correct?
Yeah, or just pick the cream of the crop in the offensive line.
Wouldn't that be Caleb Downs?
I don't know.
He's the biggest ID piece that's come off that board fast, I think.
I think my evaluation doesn't truly begin until I know who's committed
and coming. Yeah,
right. And then whatever the consensus for the experts, I'll juggle through that group.
Yeah.
But
we still have the freaking draft process to go through, so it's basically
yeah.
And
yeah,
Brandon says, y'all see Cliff Kingsbury going somewhere?
Do I? I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what? I think since you can actually get paid through the NCAA, maybe he's better
Back
fit
to college.
If he wants to have a winning resume. It might be in the college and not so much NFL.
Yeah, he might be a college coach. You ain't lying.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that anymore. They get paid. So
they get paid almost just the amount of
if you can take an SEC school to the playoffs every year and win some championships, which Kingsbury might be able to figure out the college environment. If not, coordinator it is, or maybe quarterbacks coach.
Yeah,
that's usually how it is. Is like you get to the quarterbacks coach and you do really well, and then you get offensive coordinator, head coach. Head coach definitely is not his thing.
Yeah. Oh no. Let's see what else Bakes says.
I wonder if Bogey's making some picks right now. He might be out.
Yeah, he's got the 2 and the 4. He just I believe that's what Dennis put in the chat up here earlier. He had the 2 and the 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the 4 with them, so I see him. We got Steamboat in the building on the draft board. He's lurking. He's trying to get a feel of where some of his options might be. And honestly, these are some to me they're not easy picks. There's a lot of guessing in these because you're not playing for a specific, like in a regular fantasy league, your primary objective is to play for those like first 14 weeks. And then after that, you make sure you don't make any managerial mistakes, and then win.
What's up, Albert?
This playoff, man, this is all about who do I see getting into the AFC NFC championship games. Almost that's my thought process. So I want to get as much action from teams that don't have buys, which I'm fading a lot of Seahawks when normally I would go, yeah, I like that. But in these picks, the 2 and the 3, I don't know if I'm willing to grab a buy in a point scored format. This isn't a head to head. We're trying to put as many points on the board as possible. And you know what? For what it's worth, I've been saying that the Rams and the Niners are some of the teams to really project a lot of points coming from. There's a scenario where they see each other in the NFC Championship. So that would be the ideal build, in my opinion. So that's what I'm shooting for. It looks like it through the bracket builds that's an outcome. And I feel like those teams coaching, we've been talking about coaching for the last, 15, 20 minutes. I don't see two better coaches right now in the NFC than McVay and Shanahan. So I like them going into the championship game.
Yeah. And I haven't looked at. I have to start looking at who I think is going to go far in these playoffs, because I last year I picked what when I won, it was basically Chiefs and Eagles players, and that basically got me. But it's it's a different year this year. There's no Chiefs players.
Yeah, that's a great point. Is the more production you can stack up in the championship environments, that allows you to leapfrog some of these early standouts. And there's always a team that stands out when all of the guys are out on the field, for sure. But then you start having to play those, oh shit, now I got to replace a guy because his team got eliminated with a literal like special teamer. And then you're like, yes, I got a special teamer. You value points so much in these formats that it's if you ain't making the points, then you're not doing me any favors. I have a Testarossa, and that's how I'm treating him. Is that I think T-Mac might have a decent outing and provide this fantasy playoff league format some value, even if he's only out there for one game. I think that one game might be an explosive pause from T-Mac. Explosive outing. Let's try and get some a 25 plus point output on this T-Mac playoff game. Bryce Young's gonna have to air it out, and I think T-Mac might be feasting up there. The Rams secondary, it's not the best.
It's not, especially when it comes to their perimeter corners. Their safeties are really nasty. And then, like, Forbes, he's flashed a ton, but it's really, like, for fantasy, if you ask me, because he can tackle a lot.
Yeah, I just have faith in Shanahan and McVay. I think they're going to find their way into that NFC Championship game.
Yeah, I like your version.
And that's why I'm high on the Rams and the Niners, because in these championship games, that's where you're really leapfrogging the high point getters. Sometimes I've seen it every year where we've got one team that just pops off, but unfortunately their team, they lost, and now they're replacing them with some special teamers. So
I've thought about this Niner Eagles matchup quite a bit, right? Obviously, but like Philly's defense, they're starting to click now. Vic Fangio got them humming, but like for the most part all year they've been terrible against the run, and for being like a super pass rushing team as far as their reputation goes, they haven't really lived up to that reputation this year, right? Like when you notice with the loss of Josh Sweat, or even like Nolan Smith missed a ton of time this year. So, but now with everyone back, I mean? Yeah, their pass rush is pretty decent against our really porous offensive line that might not have Trent Williams again. But then on the flip side, Like the Eagles' offensive line, shitty all year too, really bad. But we don't got no pass rush like that. You know what I mean? And then there's the fact that we're just down all of our linebackers, bro. Even Bethune is already ruled out. D. Winters is the question mark for the game. So it's real bad over there on that side of the ball. You know what I mean? Like Saquon, woo! Like I got a couple shares of Saquon. I think I got two. I got one in the third round and one early in the second. I was, because the consensus is all over the place with Saquon because there's people that like that just the ones that was taking Saquon early is just like, yo, Saquon finna run all over the motherfucking Niners. That's, you know what I mean? And they believe the Eagles are gonna trounce the Niners and at least get 2 games out of them. You know what I mean? But so just to be sure to hedge it, you know what I mean? Because I do have 2 CMCs also, and there is one joint where I have, there's one joint I have CMC and Saquon. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
not
the
bad
one where I got
strategy.
Saquon in the third.
I guess when you get Saquon in the third and you're hoping that your Niners move on, you get a blow-up outing out of Saquon, and that gets you a nice boost in the rankings because this is a season long.
I got Saquon in the second, that one, my bad.
Yeah, the fact that we don't do the head-to-head, I love any opportunity to just put a bunch of points up in the board at this point. Yeah, even if it's only one game. Like if Saquon or Tet, if they get eliminated, like I expect them to, at least we get some basically quote unquote explosive blowout out of them.
It's most points at the end wins, like best ball, but it's not like best ball at all because you have to pick.
You have to set your lineup. Yep.
Yeah, and you don't have a bench either, so it's just whoever you have, you throwing them into the war. You know what I mean? And there's a cheat code too, so to speak. Once we get championship weekend and to the Super Bowl, where there's very smaller player pools because there's only limited teams that's participating still, as far as in the playoffs, right? So like even just picking up players that are even on injured or whatever it is, as long as you throw them in the lineup and they're on the team that wins, you get a point for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, 4th, 5th, 6th stringers, all these motherfuckers are going to get picked up at one point when people are trying to replenish. And that's just the name of the game. You know what I mean? Like last year. What's that?
Bill just texted me. He said, hey, he made an order on T-shirts and the address is wrong. Who does he contact on that? Does he contact Threadless?
Yeah, you would have to email them.
Okay. That's what I told him, to email Threadless. Okay.
Yeah, that's the easy fix.
If you contact customer support, it'd be easier than me.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so customers are.
Yeah, if on the confirmation email that he sent, there should be a way to either reply and just let them know, or maybe he can cancel the whole order and place a different one. I'm not entirely sure.
You could probably that's probably their best bet.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. There should be something about returns. Let me see if I can do some research.
Yeah, because if it's just editing the order or something like that,
it should just be editing the address too. So
editing the address. Yeah, then probably just hit the support, right? But yeah, if you still have a window to cancel the order altogether, just cancel it and then reorder it with the correct address. Yeah. But yeah, I would go to the support thing. Because that's the thing too, is like it would show up as a non-existent address unless he put something that actually exists by mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to see where they. Let me go to my dashboard. There might be some info on how to do stuff for returns. Pricing orders, coupons.
Do you get notified whenever someone orders from your sub, like your sublet?
Yeah, it'll be a notification just says you had a sale on the shop, which is when I logged in, there was a little notification that said that. So. Definitely going. Let's see, resources, products. Terms of use, orders and returns. Return policy. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's something specific. Can I cancel or change my order? Gave the wrong address at checkout. No worries, we've got it. As long as your order hasn't shipped, you can make changes to it. Send a message to the shop support team to cancel or make changes to your order. You can update your address change a size, remove an item, all that stuff. So depending on the demand. So yeah, you
Oh,
have some
via
time.
customer service. Okay.
Yeah, just get with customer service before they print a shipping label to send out your order. Which, if you place the order today, my guess is it takes 2 to 3 days to get the design printed and shipped. So you still have like till what are we, Tuesday? Till probably Thursday to get this taken care of.
I've had several instances where I had to email them about one thing or another, and they always respond in a timely fashion. So like,
Yeah, they're pretty quick about it. So
Yeah.
you can just send an email like, oh, this is the wrong address. I got this one instead. They'll either
like
they'll
okay,
give you a step-by-step instruction on what to do, or they'll update it for you.
there's a few times or twice because I have 2 white GWN shirts where it's the white with the white. It's this over the white. Right? I have 2 of them. So I ordered the sweater. So the sweater comes in. I'm on the show. And I just bust it open. And I just and then and then no one says anything. So I look at it and it's just white. And I'm like, this happened to be one of those Luigi nights too. So I'm like, oh, it's not there, right? So I hit them, and they go, oh, my bad. We forgot to say we don't want to do the white on whites anymore. So I'm like, so you just send me the sweater, it's just white, you know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, we don't do white on white because the artist and this and that. And I was like, huh. But I said, you guys did white on white for me before on the t-shirts. And I sent them a picture. They're like, sorry, we removed the white on white options from moving forward now. So I'm like, oh, okay, just give me a heather gray again. Okay. But yeah, they responded to me almost immediately. You know what I mean? As soon as after I got it though. I was like, oh, great. But there's been hella times they send me the wrong hat. Then they just go, oh, just keep the hat. Here's the right one. Then they send it the wrong one again. They go, oh, my bad. Here's the right one this time. Like, oh, cool. I got 2 free hats. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to the Peacock. They're the best. Because I totally would have bought the other hats too. I was like, cool. I just wanted a different color. And I kept sending the wrong color. I was like, cool. Now I got all the colors. Be right back.
Lee, did you see you got the last pick in the draft, man? I'm right there at 11, so I don't know. We got some thinking to do. I guess we can't really anticipate what we're gonna go. There's all sorts of possibilities in this one QB league.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's not looking pretty for us back here. I don't like this.
Fuck no. I got the turnaround. That's nice, but it's gonna be slim pickings.
Well, maybe I'll get lucky with the quarterback and take one that I'm happy with. I don't know, man. I guess I just have to accept the draw of the cards and play my hand and not cry about it. I could turn that second round. It's going to be an early second round for us, so I guess that's where we have we could even the playing field, but there ain't no third round reversal or anything. It just fucking sucks being at 11 and 12.
Yeah, I was looking at that crazy. I'm like, yo.
I could do my best, but the reality.
I'm gonna make do of what I got best. Exactly what's there.
Yeah, play the hands drawn from the deck and make the best out of it. I won from the 11 and 12. This is just a different dynamic. A 1 QB playoff league. Yeah. See, it'd be interesting.
I got to make notes to myself.
Everybody prioritize
shit. Yeah, it's 1 QB. I have to put a note in front of me. 1 QB.
Only 1 QB. Yeah, I think the system might be set up to where you can only draft one. But
yeah, that's making sure.
Could you imagine if we got all 14?
Oh, gee, God.
Yeah, that's when the strategy of shit. If the Panthers go on some crazy playoff run, all of a sudden Bryce Young, man, that might be the league winner. Who knows? Yeah. Decisions. Just make sure you pull out the best. They're you know how like there's gifts and stuff. One of my favorite is when Sylvester the cat is going through a bunch of blueprints, and he's trying to find the right one to probably get the Roadrunner, right? So
Pew!
I posted that up in the 12 team. I was like, okay, I'm going through my blueprints. I got to think about what I like because I found out that I'm the 11th pick. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, here we go.
Oh, they shook it up already?
Yeah, I got the
No,
12th
it looks like it. The draft room's open, and Bernie Mac's got the number 1 pick.
Of course he does. He comes in last and gets the first pick. I love it. Are they going slow draft action here?
It's a 2 hour and 26 minutes till start time.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be a slow draft.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
You got, let's see, where did you get? You got 9th. Steamboat got 10th. Dennis is 8th.
I've been like locked in with Dennis and Steamboat in some form or fashion in a row in like a few of these.
Well, degenerate status. You're playing on all of them, aren't you guys? Or like,
yeah. No, but I mean, like, we're like in succession some way or another.
It says Dennis's bogey didn't make a pick in the number 2.
Oh, I didn't? Oh, shit, I'll be back. I thought I did. I took Brian Thomas.
He said he had 1 hour left.
What in the? Are you reading your old one?
No, I'm reading it. It says 12:33. That's 1 minute ago. That's what it's to me. Hey, Dennis, I told him. Thank you.
Looks like Bogey went Sam Darnold, 4th round, first quarterback. Yeah. Can't argue with the Puka pick right there in the first. That was probably the best in my eyes. That'd be that if I was able to get Puka in any format, I would probably prioritize him as my number 1, my 101. No, there's a lot of case for CMC too, but I like the receiving game of the Rams in the playoffs, and then the ability to keep it balanced.
That threw my whole draft strategy out the window, being the 112.
No, because you're gonna get all the Chargers, Lee. Nobody
No,
wants Chargers.
I'm good.
You're gonna get Herbert and Omarion. Herbert and Omarion Hampton off the board.
Nope.
Please.
I'm good. I'm playing to win money, man. I'm playing to win.
He's got no faith. Welcome to the team.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I have no faith. I'm playing to win.
Hey, we're in Chokers territory now. We see this from time to time. The Chargers look good during the regular season, and then all of a sudden they look terrible against like the Jaguars, for example, giving up 24 points and or whatever it was. It was not out of the ordinary. Nothing unordinary about that. I plan on seeing something very, very similar.
Draft order is not set in the 1 QB. Just heard from Steamboat, so pay attention. All right.
Oh wow!
Wow!
I don't know. It just looks like the when I jump in there, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. It doesn't really. Yeah, I don't see anything there. All right. Pay attention. Pay attention to what? I'm paying attention. That's why I'm saying I'm the 11th pick. All right. So don't pay attention. All right. Sure. All right. So we got to do the big reveal. Maybe we'll do that on or no, I don't know how that's decided, but the order will change.
All right, Phil just texted me. He said my address is all taken care of. He said that was awesome and fast. Thank you, Peacock. He told me to tell him, Peacock.
Yeah, they're gonna take care of you. No worries. It's all good, dude. It's all good. I was just like, I don't know what y'all talking about. So because I could miss something, right? I didn't look in the group chat, but in the league chat, I don't see nothing. I know in our group chat, not everybody in the league is there, so I just assumed. It's that time of year. We got a lot to celebrate. Fantasy football. I know my Jets aren't in the playoffs, but it's always nice celebrating and getting right back into the drafting.
And then before you know it, we'll be doing our rookie drafts coming March or April.
Yeah, that is a stretch. I do get a little bit of I get antsy. I get that draftitis or whatever. But when it comes around, when the dynasty startups or whatever, those are always enticing. I got me personally, I'm in 4 dynasties. I don't know how many more I need to participate in, but I wouldn't be surprised to see myself participate in one more startup. I like drafting, especially a startup. 53 picks. Yeah, sign me up. I like to build a whole organization.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to Phil last night, and he was like, "Yo," he goes, I'd love to jump in one of y'all leagues." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'll let you know as soon as one opens up."
Yeah, if he's interested in the dynasty format.
No, he's in a bunch of dynasties now. He said that, yeah, when I explained it to him last night, ours are like almost year round, right? He's like, "Oh man, I'm all over that kind of stuff." He says, "I'd love that."
Yeah, only 3 more new startups probably. So
Yeah.
that's not out of the question. We should be able to get plenty of interest in filling these leagues.
Yeah, I got Papa Guru calling me. I'm like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, maybe Papa Guru can get in one of those dynasties.
Yeah, I think he won one last year, Lou.
Yeah, let's put him in GW and Dynasty.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's hella weird. I made my pick, but that motherfucker didn't go through or something.
Did you take Brian Thomas?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the first time he jumped in the chat, I was like, okay, I'll make my pick in a couple minutes. And went over there, boom, Brian Thomas. Then the other one, boom, Sam Darnold.
I guess also in the 12 teamer that draft order isn't set. That they're gonna get there's gonna be one randomization.
Oh yeah, it auto randomizes one time.
Well, no. This is a manual randomization.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. Because then Steamboat always tells me to go in there and witness it.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that first. So me and Lee were all like, kind of like down in the dumps of being in the back end, going like, God damn it, we get the fucking slim pickings fucking bullshit.
It's not though, because getting the quick swing around is
that third, fourth round. By the time that third, fourth round turn around right there,
I get what you're saying.
I'm very frustrated at that point. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, because being the top 3 on that turnaround is badass.
You have to really
that first swing around.
Yeah, I don't want the first swing around. That's okay. The second one, it starts to get less attractive.
Yeah, and that second swing around is awesome to be a part of when you're like a first, second, or third pick. You know what I mean? Overall.
Yeah, I mean, we're not getting that third round reversal in this one, so I'm trying to get as close to the front as possible.
As a fact.
I do like the middle though. I've found that that's probably where I find the most success drafting out of like the 6-7 pause or whatever. I don't know. I ain't trying nothing stupid. That's like literally I've been 6-7 before 6-7 6-7.
No, real talk. That was my pager code back in the days, and then that was just anytime I had a number, it was either like 11, 30, or it was fucking 6-7. And now it's 6-7. Crazy kids.
Yeah, man. I was out yesterday at Disneyland and
6'7".
fucking everywhere. It's like some kid hears it and all of a sudden
6'7".
it's like, hey, did we just become best friends from Step Brothers?
Right.
6'7". Oh, okay, shit.
I mean, imagine the 6-7-year-olds right now. They're having
Yeah,
the time of
no.
their life.
I'm like,
6'7".
man, what I learned about it from Bogart, it was like, man, this ain't nothing that be friendly for
No, it's
kids.
some gang shit. It's some gang shit for sure. It's funny because that's where Derek, he's from that side of Philly. He's one of the ones like, yeah, bro. He was further vouching for it. He's like, yeah, bro, that shit is not no that shit ain't no fucking no kid shit at all. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers. That shit is funny though. It's funny what captures the hearts and minds of the youth these days.
Yeah. Well, you as a father from generation to generation, now I'm talking about like kids, they grow up in different times, even in your household.
No, that's a fact. Like for example, when I was a kid, like I remember, like, you know, it'd be like my cousin, he's like 3 years older than me, right? I'm 7, he's 10, but by the time I'm 10, he's 13. He's living, like, I remember it was like he was in a different world than me. You know what I mean? Because he's out, he's fucking with girls, like, you know, he's drinking and smoking, and I'm like, you know, I'm 10 years old, still watching like wrestling and just playing football outside, doing regular kid shit. You know what I mean? But then, because of him, once I got to that age, and then now he's in high school, I'm in junior high, and it's like he's in another world. He's got a car, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then now I'm in all that stupid shit that he was into. You know what I mean? And then it was just, you know. So then, but once we got like, once I was in high school and he was out of high school, and then we were both out of high school, it was like, you know, you don't see the generational gap where it feels like a generational gap because, you know what I'm saying, they're just doing different shit. Like the kids these days, it feels like so crazy. Like when I was that young, I felt like we was hella grown compared to like my son's about to be 7. I used to walk to school when I was 7. You know what I mean? Lock the house up. I can't imagine my son doing that right now. You know what I mean? Like my 12-year-old, she got keys to the house now and she has a garage opener and shit like that. It was like, you know what I mean? My oldest is driving and shit like that, but I'm like, okay, wow. But still, that's the first time they're getting themselves around on their own. Like, you know, maybe that's our fault for our generation that we didn't let them grow up like us. But those for the world is different. You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't really, you know, I remember the first time when I first became a father. You know, my oldest, she you know, I had a daughter first, so and I remember like, boom, I was I moved in with my girl at that time. And I just went online, and you just look at all in the area and everything that's flagging red. You're like, oh, you're never going outside, because it's just like, you know, all the registered sex offenders they have to. You just imagine, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, never let my kid play outside in this neighborhood. There's too many of them. You know what I mean? It's like, duly note, live by a school. You know what I mean? That way. But yeah, even like, you know, just the ignorance of shit when we was young. I guess that's really why there was a little more freedom for our generation. Also, motherfuckers had to work. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna pay for no fucking childcare. Why you gonna pay for childcare when we're 7 years old? That's how my parents looked at it. Or like, boom, you got an older sister, she's gonna watch you while we're gone. But then, you know, when she's gone, when my parents are gone, my older sister's like, all right, stay here, I'm gonna be back before mom and dad gets home. That type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, it's on her own. Gotta teach my kids how to cook now. Like my oldest 2, they know how to cook like regular shit, eggs and shit, fry some bacon up, you know, standard shit. They know how to bake things. I'm not a baker. Apparently baking, you just follow directions and you get quite good at it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. But you know, they always baking shit. Every time somebody's birthday, they make a cake or something. You know what I mean? So I fuck with that. But like, yeah, you know what I mean? When we was young, bro, we had to feed ourselves. Now my daughter, that she had her own car, she wanted me to eat like anything with cook, and she'll like come back with Taco Bell or some shit. And then it's like, first of all, I get kind of irritated because I'm like, save your money, eat what we got at home. But then I get even more irritated, like, oh, you're gonna go Taco Bell and not even tell me. I would have been like, save your money, I got it. And here, get me some chalupas and whatever you want, and here's the bread. You know what I mean? Comes home with some fucking Taco Bell. Now I'm craving Taco Bell, but I'm too lazy to go leave the house. I feel like those things are they get me. Commercials, or even if I just see somebody eating that motherfucker. You know, Taco Bell, Burger King, all that shit does it to me. Jack in the Box. Shit, don't let me see a Popeyes commercial. Like, shit, I gotta have it. That shit just brainwashes me. Let it take bye-bye. These motherfuckers is on it. Gotta have it, B.
I'm setting up my queues. I'm building up a big ass fucking queue for this one league. I always find myself falling asleep, so gotta stay.
And you were a graveyard. You know? You were a graveyard doing daywalker things still. I commend you.
I try.
Man, this 12 league's got a bunch of savages in it. Damn.
Who's in this thing again?
Hey, you got myself, you got Bernie Mac, you got Song, you got Dennis, Guccini, you got Indo, you got King D, you got Kidda, Pesci, 408, Phil, you got
Who's that?
Steamboat,
Who's
and you
that
got
last one?
Bogart. Who?
Oh, Pesci.
Pesci.
Yeah, Pesci. He said Pesci. Look at young Pesh. Not so young anymore. That motherfucker is hella like Joe Pesci.
No. That's what, yeah. I think you're 16. Oops, my bad.
Smoke a joint. I'm probably get up out of here in like a few.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Nah, I said we'll smoke a joint and get up out of here in a few. You know what I mean? Which ones are you in, Kidda? You're in the 12-teamer? You're in the...
I'm in the 4 and the 5.
4 and the 5, okay. How's that one moving along right now?
Steamboat is on the clock, and then after that, I get to make my pick.
Okay.
We're in the, but that one is moving pretty good because we're in the 6th round right now. The other one,
is there any more New England Patriots players available for Steamboat in that league?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you're ain't lying. There's only one of those guys that ain't a Patriot on that squad. So I see.
Like, is there anyone? Did somebody take Hunter Henry from him?
He's so happy that they didn't get that bye. He's like, "Fuck yeah."
Hey, but he even told me last night. He was like, "Look, doubling down. If they lose, fuck it. But if they win, bro, woo!"
Hey,
he strongly believes that they can go all the way. That's one of his picks.
The coaching staff, the veterans' presence on the field.
I hope we can shut their fucking lights out.
Yeah, right. We're watching.
You ain't watching shit. You watching Drake outage. May have a diarrhea fit Sunday night.
This is a plan. This is a scheduled power outage right here. The Patriots are gonna go.
Shut the fucking power out of those little pussies ass motherfuckers Sunday night.
These bolts up.
Yeah, yesterday. When was that? Sunday? When were we doing this show? What's today? Tuesday. Yeah, we was doing the show Sunday, and Lee kept confusing me because he kept talking about how he doesn't think New England's offense isn't that great. But then, like,
I'm not worried about that fucking piece of shit offense.
But then, in the same breath, he kept saying how he thinks Drake May's the MVP. I'm like, this makes no sense.
MVP numbers. That's it. Yeah. He's the consensus.
So their offense is pretty good
But
then,
do
you
I
would think.
he's gonna flop in the fucking playoffs? Watch his ass. It's gonna be a pansy ass motherfucker come Sunday night.
But we've never seen him in the playoffs, so
Exactly. We're
this
gonna
is
have
just an
a defense
assumption.
that's gonna come after that fucker.
You know who we have seen in the playoffs twice, actually?
Turbo.
Yeah, and your point is what? Let's see if Drake May.
I'm just saying, like, we haven't seen Drake May, so
Yeah.
I'm reserving my I reserve my judgment because I don't know what Josh McDaniels got in store for us to unleash Drake May with, because by this time Drake May should have complete grasp of this offense. And New England's defense is fully healthy. They've just been saving their starters for the last couple of weeks, actually.
That team. Looking forward to it.
All right, let's see what the draft order is now. We got King D with the first pick, and then Bogey with the second.
Yeah!
Oh, shit.
Pesci with the fourth. Steamboat with the fifth. That's not going good for me. Spill with 6. Lee with 7th. Innuendo with 8th.
6, 7.
Brady with the 9th. Ginger with the 10th. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're all separated from each
I
other.
got the last fucking pick. Great.
All right. Hey, you got the first double up.
You got punished, dude.
All right. I'm gonna
Damn it!
I can't even speculate what the how the draft's gonna go. It's gonna be how I treat it. This is a one quarterback.
It's a roster construction, because this is the first year we're doing the single QB. Is our roster construction the same as the super flexes?
I'm gonna go look at it. I don't even think it might not even be as big of as a roster because there's more teams, right? So
12 teams.
We're drafting 15. We're doing 15. 15 times 12 is that's 300 times 6 is 1,800. So it's 180 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This will be interesting.
I got 2.
I hate it.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
I'm not gonna get a quarterback I like, and I'm not gonna get a fucking. I ain't gonna get.
I don't know what to do here, because I keep doing the same thing over and over again. Well, I have like 2 different things I've been doing over and over again because I've had some early picks. But this one's a single QB, so I'm gonna see what it do.
Yeah.
Damn it! I was kind of hoping I was somewhere in the middle or the back, just based on the fact that I could see what everyone else was doing. Nah, like second.
He's probably taking CMC or Puka.
Yo, Lee, you should learn etiquette. Fantasy etiquette. You know what? Fuck, screw it. Screw the etiquette. Lee's taking Herbert.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'll see what I say.
I mean, it's okay to speculate. You never know what actually is gonna happen.
I ain't taking it. I already know. I have an idea what I'm gonna take if it's there.
And I don't think you're gonna pull one on King D real quick and be like, "Oh shit, he doesn't know who the best 2 options might be." You could.
I know. Shout out to King D.
King D's. Yeah, he's a savage. He shout out. Didn't he? He either placed second or first in one of the leagues that I was in with him. Was it the Brotherhood?
Yeah, he was up there in the field for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm in the Next Gen and the Brotherhood with him, and it must have been.
I got Puka in the Brotherhood. Actually, yeah, I think it was me and King D were duking it out for third in the Brotherhood.
Yeah,
it was Candlestick and Timmy. And that was one of the only leagues this year that I saw where the bye week team actually went on to get to the Super Bowl, because man, there was so many one and done bye week dynasty teams, and even in the I guess JD too. JD was a top seed that won in the West Side.
Hey, Bogey,
what's up?
Phil just texted the thread that you and I are in. He said, "Hey, if you have openings in any leagues, his buddy He just told his buddy Joe about it, and he says he'd want to join one of our leagues. I mean, the playoff leagues.
I
We
mean,
might have an orphan, right, Bogey?
No, he's talking about the
I think he
playoff
was
league.
referring to the playoff leagues, but and we do have one orphan, and we're pushing, we're reserving it for Mayberry right now because I think he
Yeah.
already
Yeah,
had
he's
already
taken it. Yeah.
we just haven't transferred it over
Awesome.
to him yet. Because
Awesome.
I wanted to get through. I'm going to
Welcome
renew
to
the leagues after this weekend. I'm going to renew all the leagues to get the. I figured like a nice little 2-week break real quick. Plus, I wanted to get all these playoff leagues together because it's like clockwork. As soon as everything's done, boom, pay everyone out. That takes like a day. Then set up all. We had to wait to get all the leagues. Boom, set them all up, fill them all up, and like I think we're done for the playoff leagues right now. Unless there's like a super demand, then we'll go ahead and because we managed to fill up 7. I had enough to fill up like 12 theoretically, but most people they doubled and tripled up, and then like or even quadrupled. So they were like, "I'm not doing it anymore." I'm like, "Okay," because it happens like that. I'm in all of them. Fuck it, let's go, money, let's get it. Even Bernie Mac, I'm glad he came around. The 12 team's different. Join this new shit. But yeah, I'm down. Shout out to Phil's buddy. The more the merrier. Always. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what we're built on. It's a semi-exclusive club. You got to be brought in. So we welcome in Phil and whoever Phil brings in. I'm pretty sure they're good people too. We can safely assume. And but yeah, right now we're all filled up as it stands right now. When we fire up these dynasties too, See, that's another thing too with dynasty. We kind of have a nice little screening process. So because most of the dynasties that I feel with, they're either people that's I've been rocking with in some form or fashion for some time now. Because dynasties, it's a commitment there. You know what I mean? But yeah,
It sure is fun though. I like it.
Oh yeah.
I was able to be the meanest guy of all this year. That's one that I'm really happy about. There's a good group of guys in that league. Shout out to the nice guys. Nice guys finished last, man. I am the meanest.
And I'm only the third meanest. I'm so mad. I was the meanest all year.
I am the meanest.
I come off the bye week and Josh Allen just shits the bed.
Shit, I got the 1, 2, 3. I got
that shit was bad. My whole team got decimated there too.
Yeah, I got the 1, 6 and nice guys. If I did want to compete and stop losing, I would have got better.
I have to still set all the things too. That's the one thing that I appreciate it that they make sure there's no fuckery and you know what I'm saying? And you have to punch it in because of the way people do. There's so many different types of settings as far as like matchups that'll still continue even though they're out type of shit. So you got to go back and you got to go to the week 14 standings. Then you take those top 6, boom, punch them in. Then you got to go throughout the course of the playoffs and then boom, boom. It's easy work. You know what I mean? I just haven't done all that yet. So I told myself I'll do all that this weekend. You know what I mean? Salute.
Hey, Derek. I don't know if you're comfortable talking about it on the show, or if not, throw it into the chat. I want to know how the best ball went, man. Man, motherfucker, Derek, he killed it in the best balls. I know.
Yeah, baby, we rooting for our. He brought it home for the GWN last year. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, last time we was talking and it came up in the combo, I asked him, I was like, "How you doing in it?" And he said he ain't even been checking. You know what I mean?
We didn't win this year. That's too bad. But if winning at all is crazy. It's a great.
It's great to have that on the resume.
Hell yeah. He did place in 3 spots though, so None of them was high, just the three $20 ones. That was probably my last season was the same way, Derek. I didn't play this prior one, but the one before it, my final one, I had like the same type of outfit. I think I got like $100 from combination of 20 teams I put into it.
It's not bad. Get some little bit of bread back.
Yeah, just a little bit, but
50% back in your case, right there.
Yeah, no big thing. It was the cool thing about best balls is when you're a draftaholic like I am, those are the best opportunities to get a quick one, get your quick fix of a draft. Join the best ball.
I wouldn't mind doing a best ball, but like for dub.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then like I also toyed with the idea, like kind of like the non-heads up style of best ball.
Yeah.
Get a group together and get them motherfuckers just going to war. And then, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you just get one who conquers the mountain out of each 12. Right? And then you pin all them against each other in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. For big bank.
He's in 2 leagues over there, and he won one of them, and he got 3rd in the other one. So he took some home in both of those.
I ain't gonna lie, the third place that he got in one of my leagues is basically as much as he just won from that 1st and 3rd right there.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
I mean, when someone's charging like $100 or $80 for a ring and it's saying it comes out of the winnings, it's kind of crazy work. Just make it optional. Pretty sure everyone would want the money. But yeah, I don't have to deal with that type of shit. You know what I mean? We do 0 rake leagues. You know what I mean? Just real savages. If you want my money, you got to win it from me. And vice versa.
Hey, there's a lot of value in a league that promotes winning.
Yes.
Right? Like, hey, join this league. When you win, man, it fucking feels great. Look at it. And the other ones where you're like, wait, that's what I would win out of a whole fucking fantasy season? I guess. I can't believe it wasn't more. I feel like the winner should get more.
Yeah, and I mean, I would imagine certain individuals are trying to sell like an experience to go along with the little bit of bag.
I suppose.
But like, yeah, you know what I mean? If you're not having an experience, like a good one at least, yeah, people aren't gonna really they're especially the ones that are around. Like, okay, that's always one of the reasons why I'll get into a league to begin with. Yeah, how much money is it? Yeah, how much they win? You know what I mean? Because I'm always thinking like, I always felt like when anytime I was involved in anything, like, I gotta at least leave with a stack.
It's just always fun too. I mean, there's a lot of fun involved with fantasy sports, but winning.
You know what else is fun? Winning money.
Yeah, winning money is probably the objective at the end of the day, right?
Getting rich is the objective. Living life's the incentive.
Bogey's got bars for days on this one.
Well, but that's the thing though too. It's like
making money.
We're like playing a big money leagues. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? When you play a big money league, you want to win some big money.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. I don't know. I always wanted to do
work leagues. Those are the worst to lose in. I know you probably had a squad too all year, just like handling business, and then some motherfucker's team just comes out of nowhere, and you're like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, I had a lot of teams dominating all year, gets the bye weeks, and then like my teams, then they die. Right? They die off the one and done. All my bye weeks were one and done off the bye week. But then my wild card teams, they went the distance And that's what's crazy about it is like, because those are the teams that heated up towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? And they're just on this heater versus like dominating all year and then sizzle and fizzle out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because that happened to me with like all my Josh Allen teams or like my CD teams. Here's another thing too. I had a lot of teams where I'm going like 6 wide receivers and like, I have CD and Odunze in London or like or like Nabbers, Garrett Wilson, London Odunze, Nico. Like it's like, oh, that didn't really work out that great at all. But still got to the playoffs though, which was crazy. And just didn't deserve to be there. This year, like now, even in these drafts, it's like wow, okay. This shit is kind of crazy. Because, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of these injured players. And it's like there's money out there. And so, like, one of the ones that we drafted, the fast draft, I dropped Kenneth Gainwell and picked up Jaden Higgins. Because I was just like, you know what? I'm stronger on Higgins moving forward. You know what I mean? And I'd rather do that. And then, it's kind of crazy because it's Kenneth Gainwell. He's been on a heater. And someone else is probably going to pick him up. But I drafted Kenneth Gainwell. And I was like, fuck that. I'm dropping him for Jaden Higgins. He's floating out there. And I feel like Higgins could do some damage here. Like, the Steelers secondary has been ass. And then, like, I have them moving forward. It's like, okay, you're going to try to take away Nico. And I think Joey Porter Jr. is hurt right now, too. But either way, it's like, I feel like Nico and Higgins should do some damage here. TJ Watt's coming back. What do you think about that?
Perfect time.
It's crazy because we're getting like a freshly rested TJ Watt, so to speak, even though he's been recovering off of a literal punctured lung. So maybe he's been rested by force, not choice.
He played last week.
Oh, he did play last week. Did he play all the snaps?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I missed that. I think I might have still been mad at football. Oh, wow, I didn't totally miss that.
Yeah, he was out there. Announcers were talking about the dry needling incident.
Wow. I wonder what that guy is called. Is he maybe is I guess this is like with that physician, because if you get any kind of anesthesia or like epidural, it's an anesthetic that goes in there. You know what I mean? They specifically, this is all they do is specific types of injections all day. It's like, how do you just watch a lot of Pulp Fiction?
What up, Bob? Go Rams. Shit. Got a couple Niners gang here.
I mean, hey, listen, I'll say it. I think the Rams are the ones that come out of the NFC.
Yeah.
I think the Rams come out of the NFC. I've been kind of vocal about that all year, especially because first I was like, oh, Stafford's dead. Remember the beginning of the year? They're calling yes, epidurals and shit. Then it's like, oh, everyone should get epidurals apparently. You have MVP outing.
Shout it out, Cole, if you got a question about football. We'll do our best.
Yeah,
we talk fantasy football, but I guess football too.
Yeah, we're in the midst of a bunch of we do fantasy football, NFL playoff leagues. So, we got that going. Shout out to Cole. I think Cole, he's not a first timer. I think he's been around here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a familiar name.
Cole Damiani.
What's up, big guy?
I'm hungry.
Okay.
Philadelphia.
He ate like 2 bowls of cereal.
Is he
He's at work.
all right? Maybe he's an Eagles fan. Niners have a chance against Philly, but he has Philly. Rod's got Philly taking down the Niners.
I'm kind of with you, bro. It's gonna be.
I think
our
Brock
linebackers
Purdy.
are already decimated as it is.
Purdy's gonna have a have a one of his outings. This is something that we're rooting for. The Purdy's got to get a Super Bowl. Going from the fucking
Mr.
what's the
Relevant.
last pick of the draft called?
Mr.
The
Relevant.
Mr. Irrelevant to Super Bowl champions. That like they're
He's been
writing
there
this
too.
score up. They wrote it up already. This is a part of a fairy tale NFL story.
I mean, Philly. Look, we're playing against the world champs in Philly. It's a real tough place to play. You know what I mean? West Coast team going out East Coast. Definitely gonna be cold weather. Hopefully, we don't get like bad weather, like no rain or anything like that. But yeah, the Phillies defense. They've been looking good, especially in this last 4 weeks. But still really bad against the run all year. You know what I mean? And I guess the caveat for us is that they only really need to maybe key in on CMC. But one thing this Vic Fangio defense has been giving up for the last 2 years is some booty to the tight end. So like, you know what I mean? I mean, it's all on Kittle and CMC and it's all on the Brock to be able to distribute to them.
Yeah,
That's really all we got. And then yeah, there's Jennings, but then shit, Jennings is, you know, he was our 3 that's just been, you know, he's like our 2A. He's like our 2A or our 2B.
Yeah, Jennings is that piece where if you forget about him one play, you know, he might kill you.
He out there blocking all day, and then he hits you down the field on one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think the Niners walk away with the dub here, and if
I'm sorry, I like your version.
yeah,
Saquon, you know, here's one thing.
And did you notice that the quarterback sneak ain't working like it used to over there?
Yeah, the tush push.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason Kelsey being out, you know what I mean, and the way they judge the tush push now too is they're way more they scrutinize it way more these days. Because remember before it'd be like you'd have hella Philly, they lean it way the fuck over. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like they're snapping the ball off the guard's motion. So the guard moves, the center snaps, and they're trying to get a little bit of a head start on that chop block technique where they just crawl on their forearms and their knees and some stupid fucking football play, but it's been working.
Yeah. And their percentage is like 70% or something like that this year versus like fucking 90 or whatever the fucking percentile was.
It's good on them to get
still really good.
But
they're good when they're down there in that red zone and they're down there in the 1 yard line. That's the thing too, is like Saquon, this is written for Saquon to have a gigantic game against the gang, just because our defense can't stop the run. We just saw what Seattle did to us just with both their running backs. Just every possession, they just march down the field. That's the one thing I am worried about the most, because D Winters is hurt too, and Bethune, which is so now our 2s and 3s are hurt even, and now like I don't even know who we're gonna trot out there at the inside linebackers and the middle linebacker. I don't know. I mean, the middle linebacker and anything back in that middle. I don't know what's going on.
Well, can they get Fred Warner in an emergency start? Hey, you ain't injured, right? Come on.
See, and this is what I'm saying, dog. PEDs, bro. Come on. Just like, we'll take the suspension next year.
We're healthier than those guys now.
Take the suspension. We'll get caught after the fact. You know what I mean? Let's just go ahead and
football stuff. They didn't have no injury fucking list or any of that. Just go sit on the bench till you feel
probably
good.
A lot of more Malik Mustafa in the box. That's for sure. Shout out to Diamond Joe. He brought that up yesterday. You'll probably see Mustafa in the box more. I'm like,
that means that they'll rotate to the 5 defensive back for sure. They'll play something similar to what
like a 4-2-5.
Yeah, there you go. Two middle linebackers, but who is it going to be? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have no idea who's going to fucking.
Can McCaffrey play linebacker?
We got like special teams guys that are going to have to step up on God. That's how bad it is, because it's like, I mean, D Winters, I don't know what his status is, but he got banged up in his last game and he exited the game, never came back. Then Bethune, he just came back from injury, left injured. Now he's ruled out this week already. So it's like Eric Kendricks. We have Eric Kendricks. Shout out to the old man.
Yeah, he's got plenty of juice in the tank because
He's been chilling all year. And
Yeah,
Ryan
D.
Ramp, we've
Winters is
been
done
ramping
for the
him up
year.
for like a month.
D. Winters is done for the year.
Ah, fuck. Damn it.
So there
looked it
goes
up.
D. Winters and Bethune.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric Kendricks, very familiar with getting ran over by Saquon too, since he was with the Cowboys last year. So you know what I mean? Here we go. I mean, in Salah we trust. You know what I mean? If Robert Salah could come up with some kind of game plan to stifle, I mean, like for what it's worth, you know, it was the big gashing run plays that we were giving up last week. You know what I mean? In short yardage situations, we were pretty good there. But man, like what fools were gashing big ones. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, Bethune was ruled out with the a groin injury, and Winters is done with his ankle injury for the year. That sucks.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then, for the,
Yeah, we were just talking about that
Yeah.
for the last 5 minutes.
for 30 days.
Yeah, it's kind of I got the same expectation I've had all year, very low. So if and when we do have success, I'm just pleasantly surprised because we've been definitely overachieving, all things considered. I don't use injuries ever as an excuse or anything like that. It's just the truth. We've been banged up and we've been being coached up great, pulling off some big W's here. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if we had a healthy Ricky Pearsall last week, like him getting up for that Chicago game and then getting re-aggravating his shit, that was bad. Because I felt like maybe we could have reserved him for this. Yeah, he put up 100 yards plus on Seattle week 1. Like Ricky, and that's been kind of that's been the story of the year though. You know what I mean? Ayuk's bullshit, and then the injuries with Ricky, so our receivers have just been decimated. You know what I mean? Jennings was kind of on some bullshit in the beginning of the year. Then, you know what I mean? Boom, he was like, fuck it. Give me, you know what I mean? I think we restructured him and gave him a little bit of, we did like a Terry McLaurin type thing, I think, if I remember correctly. So, you know what I mean? Made him happy. He came back, he's doing his thing, but just based on attrition. There it is. By attrition. Is that the word I'm looking for? It's a battle of attrition, man. It's survival of the healthiest. But yeah, it's going down, man. You know what I mean? Chicago, Green Bay. How you like that one?
That's going to be interesting.
Okay, but you could just say that for any matchup, though.
I
What's your opinion, Lee? That's not an AI
I think
generated
Chicago
response.
wins that one.
Huh?
I think Chicago wins that game.
Okay, there you go. I'm with you. I like Chicago.
Yeah, we got a unanimous consensus there.
Yeah.
But do the Packers have what it takes to beat the Bears? Is that so? How do we view the Packers? It's good that we like the Bears, but what can the Packers do to beat the Bears this week?
When you got Jordan, they all kind of had like this bye week last week, right? So maybe they're fresh. I mean, Jordan Love, he could have played last week, but remember he missed the week before that with the concussion. So, you know what I mean? Then they didn't play Jacobs last week. That's a much needed rest that Jacobs needed because this guy was just fucking us up in all the playoffs being just playing hurt and shit. You know what I mean? So, and that's where I'm getting at. It's like, it's on Jacobs. If they can get Jacobs or just that run game going, period. Because that's Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur is someone, we've seen him get in some shootouts, but like when he's a time of possession, run the ball guy, and they got a defense. They got a defense that even without Michael Parsons, they're a good unit. So, yeah, let me go see what he's talking about.
Okay, so the Packers are looking to run the ball in order to beat the Bears, which I'm not mad at it. Jacobs getting some rest. That's definitely a recipe for success. I don't know. Emmanuel Wilson, can he carry the load if need be? Like if get into a situation where they have to feed the hot hand and it's apparent that it's Emmanuel Wilson, they got to they have to basically stick to that decision and let the hot hand roll. It's tough though because you got a dynamic player like Josh Jacobs who's if he says that he's healthy and he wants to play, it's hard to argue against him and tell him to sit down. Yeah. Green Bay would be smart to use Wilson in the end zone. Yeah. Yeah, red zone targets for the running back. I'm a fan of that in the playoffs. Getting some motion, finding out who's got the man on man, the man coverage on running back. If you have the right matchup with some of these versatile backs, it's too hard to ignore. Got to draw up the best plays in the playoffs, and a lot of the deception wins. Yeah, Chicago defense isn't that good. Yeah, I can kind of agree with that take in some sense. They did get TJ Edwards back, and he's been providing a more secure middle of the field. Now they can really play some special coverage and know that they got at least some stalwart in the middle of the field. Not much is going to get past TJ Edwards if he's fully healthy. And a sideline type of guy like him. Funny because he came from a pass rushing background, and then eventually they said, "Hey, dude, let's get you middle linebacker role." TJ Edwards might be able to give them what they need to free up the defensive back to get them to do some sort of like a cornerback blitz or safety blitz or something.
Yeah, because they definitely lack pass rush from their edges.
Yeah.
All right, so Derek asked, what are the matchups this week? So Saturday you have the Rams and the Rams and the Panthers, and they're on at 4:30 Eastern time, and then you got the Packers and the Bears on Saturday night, and then Sunday,
Nice.
they're going to start off with the Bills and the Jags at 1, then the 49ers, Eagles, and then the Chargers and the Patriots, and then Monday night, Peacock's got the game to himself. He's got the Texans against the Steelers.
Ooh, you guys got the Sunday nighter.
Yes, sir.
Jim Harbaugh has marched into Gillette before and beat the Patriots on a Sunday night. I remember with the Niners back in the days. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just trying to find a way. Trying to find something that'll help you out.
No, I need them to help. That's why, and we'll find out Sunday night what happens.
I
Let's find out.
think they're gonna do what they do best.
And we know what Kid is gonna say. They're gonna charge her up.
Yep. We're gonna disappoint all our five.
That's all right.
All our
say
five
all you want,
fans.
kid. That's all good. You're entitled to your opinion.
Hey, you get hyped up on
Chargers better win the Super Bowl, bruh.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's all good, Billy.
It starts with New England, but
It
if they
starts
beat
with
New England,
yes, you're right. It's a
There
start.
you go.
starts with New England,
Get
man.
hyped. This is the year the Chargers actually do something. I don't know. Is it? Probably not. That's what I'm gonna bank on. I have a lot of experience watching this team.
A whole lifetime, some would say. Yeah. How long you been a Chargers fan, Lee?
Longer than I've been alive, hopefully.
Longer than Teddy's been alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because your father was the Chargers fan. So.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. That's right.
Yes,
You
sir.
should. You Patriots fan. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's up with that.
Happy birthday! Shout out to Cole.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah. I
happy
saw that.
birthday,
Happy
Cole.
birthday, Cole.
Let's go. January 6th. Let's go. Shout out to all the Capricorns. Yeah, that's dope. So you just inherited your dad's love for the Chargers too.
He likes
with
good
that.
weather. He loved the good weather.
Mm.
But like, there's how you get thunderbolts?
Bad weather.
Yeah. Gray
Well-
skies. And that's what's kind of ironic. They didn't start there in San Diego, did they?
No, we started in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
They played one season, the inaugural year of the AFL, and then they moved to San Diego, if I'm not mistaken.
They're like, it's way nicer over here.
AFL, they came in and they showed that league was a formidable powerhouse of football teams. That was probably a great time to be a football fan, watching teams back in the day. That would have been fun. I don't know. Our football's
That
good.
was when they were carting fools off with like broken bones and shit.
Hell yeah, we're talking brutal fucking types of football. You didn't want to be a wide receiver.
What do they call? They had necktie tackles, or what is basically choke slams and shit. What do they call that shit?
Yeah, the receiver has to go up the middle. They're like, no.
Run the ball. Yeah, I mean, hey, look.
The clothesline is not a illegal hit. Yeah.
Clothesline, the horse collar,
The
chalk
little
block.
itty bitty helmets.
What else was the other ones? Shit, man, you used to be able to just you basically could grab a motherfucker. Could you grab helmets back? Did they have face masks back then?
So there, I think
Like
one
as in
year
as a
college,
call, like was face mask a call back then?
there was a safety maneuver. Like they changed a lot of safety regulations because there was this one season in college. It might have been during World War II, or right around we joined the World War II action. But like 4 or 5 college players died that season. And they had to make a decision on the rules. I can't remember what particular rule it was. It might have been helmets or something.
Like have helmets.
Yeah, face mask, helmets, or something.
So they want the leather joints for a coup minute.
Yeah, people were getting really good at football and killing people.
Damn. Yeah, because then in the modern day NFL, like maybe not modern day, let's just go back to like the 80s. So the modern at that time, right? Didn't somebody didn't the Raiders break somebody's neck too?
Oh man, yeah.
Was that Jack Tatum? No.
No, that's why I'm asking. I don't know. He goes back with that asking me about I wasn't trying. It wasn't a trivia question. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. But yeah, they I could have swore like that was one of those pivotal times too, where they were like, okay. I mean, I don't remember it in real time. I was a kid, or maybe I don't even know if I was born yet. Actually, this might have been like early '80s. But somebody got laid the fuck out.
Yeah, it was Daryl Stingley.
Daryl Stingley, word.
I think he got paralyzed. He was paralyzed.
Dad?
Yeah,
Oh, never
he
mind.
was paralyzed. Yeah, it was Jack Tatum
Oh
hit him.
shit!
Yeah,
So it was the Jack Tatum. It's the
it
Jack
was.
Tatum
He hit
hit.
Darryl Stingley. That was 1978.
78. Okay, damn. Yeah, I was.
He
Lee was
was
like, "Oh, I remember this shit."
Here's
No, 'cause
from
my-
AI. In 1905, football had anywhere between 19 to 26 players die that year.
And I
in college
think that
football.
was
Yeah,
during a
bruh.
I don't know if that was regular season or a preseason.
This is like
game.
actual gladiator shit back then.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they said that there was a public outcry that the sheer brutality and
Yeah,
fatalities,
broke his neck.
they needed to ban football. And then Roosevelt, he was a football enthusiast.
He's like, fuck
And
no.
they formed the NCAA and then created a whole bunch of rules, making it safe for the sport and the players, and then legalizing the forward pass. So before the forward pass, there was people dying.
Because like if you had that ball, it was going to jump your ass.
Yeah, talk. I don't know. I guess we could talk to the rugby community and see what kind of like crazy years they had before the rules were real strict. But I feel like they got the same problem. You know, no pads and stuff, and there's some brutality out there on the field for sure.
That shit crazy, bro. Motherfuckers is like, you come through with your gang, basically. Like, look, we're gonna play this game.
Yeah, did you see that?
It's the game of death.
Style, like toss. There you go, clothesline. That's a legal tackle. Face mask. I think they definitely had to put that into effect. Somebody got their neck twisted in 180 degrees. They're like, nah, we can't do that thing no more, boss.
See?
Yeah, old school football.
Imagine, and then they were like, we need to put this shit on television, bro. They were like, people need to see this shit everywhere. So, was that before rugby and all that shit? Like, what can I feel like that's what old football kind of reminded me of? It was like they was playing rugby with a giant ass brick or something, whatever it is.
Yeah,
that they were throwing around.
If you're talking the pre-1905 NCAA
Yeah.
football, no forward pass or anything. Yeah, that's probably what it was, just like rugby.
Right. Whooping the dog shit out of each other.
Yeah.
It was a man's game.
Yeah, you still got to be tough to play it. It's not a
That's
easy
true.
thing, but the brutality and the nature of the game at one time was worthy of 26 lives, I guess.
Damn. And then I guess when you talk about since the merger and having no deaths on the field, maybe minus one dude getting paralyzed, unfortunately, in 1978, right? So that's some pretty good fucking numbers there. No one died since the merger due to the sport. Maybe people down the road in CTE and things of that nature. But see, even then, in the last 15 years, they've definitely stepped their efforts up to heads up football. I mean, this goes all the way down to the youth now. You know what I mean? You have these early 20-year-olds and 25-year-olds that have been playing, under these rules since they were kids. You know what I mean? We went through an era where we watched players have to adjust to it. You know what I mean? Like, because they were like veteran motherfuckers in the league already, and now it's like, oh, I can't fucking leave with the helmet. Like, the fuck? Now you got fools, you got kids that are being taught this way for the last 15 years, so they get to the pros, and you get, a CJG, or who was that? Who laid out Rice? Somebody laid the fuck out of Rice from the Texans.
Was it Gardner Johnson?
I think it was. No, it was Gardner Johnson, because Gardner Johnson wasn't with the Texans anymore.
Was it Stingley? Petrie?
Petrie, there you go. Petrie lit his ass up. Remember that? But see, all shoulder pad to shoulder pad. Yeah. But Petrie's one of them kids.
Yeah, growing up in the
He's one of them kids that grew up. This is the style that they taught you. And this is like
promoted safety. That's I think that's probably the way that we should approach the game. Choose whatever we can do to make it safer, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, make the game. For example, okay, outside of Brady and Peyton Manning, right? Drew Brees. Then you had like the Drew
that's a
Brees and
legal
Aaron
hit
Rodgers.
right there. See,
I'm just saying, like these long-standing QBs, right? You know, Eli Manning.
he hits him in the shoulder. He doesn't aim for his neck or his head. He gets there and hits him in the shoulder pads and fucking lights out still.
Bam. All your Sonic coins gone.
Bam. Rice. Bam. Yeah, shout out to the Hadouken. he got Hadouken and
He
short.
sure did. Someone else got him the very next week too on another team. They laid his ass the fuck out too, and then he was concussed for the rest of the year. And that was the story of Rashee Rice this year. Came back, he was on absolute fire though.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to buy a fuck ton of him in the offseason because I feel like people will feel like they need to sell high because they're going to be worried about this Patrick Mahomes. And this is dynasty talk, obviously, but people will just feel away about Patrick Mahomes coming off this injury and perhaps having to wait. And I'm like, if they're feeling away that much, I might be able to get some Rashee Rice up out of him. You always got to find the public perception that you might not agree with, like strongly even, you know what I mean? Like, oh, people is tripping off of I'm coming through. I remember there was that one year, I think it was like, it's funny because it was Cooper Kupp, I think he was like 29. Everyone was like, oh, and then they brought over Demarcus Robinson. And everyone's like, oh, Demarcus Robinson, he's going to take away from, no, it was Allen Robinson. They're like, oh, he's going to take away from Cooper Kupp and Cooper Kupp, this, that. He was the motherfucking Triple Crown or some shit like that. It was crazy. Either way, I came through buying hella Cooper Kupp. It's like people was tripping to buy the Cooper Kupp. Maybe it wasn't Allen Robinson. They brought over somebody. But they're tripping off the age. It's funny because, like, you know, I'm guilty of that too. I'll make a case for dynasty, like an older player, like, let's find a reason to move on. Like, but like Tyreek Hill, I remember 3-4 seasons ago, I was buying a lot of Tyreek Hills. And then this last couple of years, I was selling all the Tyreek Hills. You gotta find a way to fuck with the stock market, right? Fucking Devontae Adams, you know, that's the motherfucker I was acquiring everywhere I could. Fuck it, this old motherfucker still got it. People was tripping off him. He's going to the Rams. It's like, fuck it, let me get this motherfucker. Oh, let me ask you that. Get it? Did you take when you took Devontae Adams in one of those ones early? Was that the auto pick?
No, I went out and grabbed him.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know how you are. I wonder if that was an auto or if he just one of was like, no, I'm taking Devontae. Because I remember I took Puka first overall in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, he wants a piece of that Rams. And it's Devontae. Because I was thinking Devontae might fall back to me, and I'd be like, I'll just take both of them.
Not if you're drafting with me.
I learned that real quick.
There was two names that I wasn't letting slip, was Purdy and Devontae Adams. I made sure to at least grab the two options in those positions because I had a similar draft pick in both leagues. So I basically have the same team in both leagues.
Oh, you got Purdy in both?
I have Purdy and Adams and Diggs.
Yes.
And Bo Nix.
That Bo Nix. Was that the third or the fourth where you got him in one of those?
Third and fourth. So both teams. I did them in different orders. Got the same thing.
Oh, I'm going to be mad. I think I took Lawrence, in that one.
I don't remember.
One of the ones you got Bo Nix. I don't have any Bo Nix. I have 2 Sam Darnolds too. I'm mad about that.
Home field advantage for Denver.
I know. I'm trying to diversify. I need to get some Denver. I have a lot. I have a couple Harveys. I'm really excited about that. I like Harvey a lot.
Yeah, I missed out on one of the teams I would have took him, but I forget who it was. Took him right before my opportunity to
I
grab
think
him.
Harvey go in the second round in one of these joints, but it was like a running back heavy draft, like first and second round. And he went like mid second. I'm like, oh shit, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm not mad at it. I just thought I was gonna have a chance later.
Yeah, I'm interested in this. I'm gonna go back and did you guys do the fast draft last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that.
Oh no, we didn't go live for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was caught up too. And then I realized, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm not even tripping. I was like, we just do the draft. I figured we might have reviewed it this morning, but yeah, it was cool. I mean, shit. That was like who was it? Shit, I was drafting at the 7th. I was drafting at the 7th spot. Ooh, I'll be right back. I'm using the restroom real quick.
Yep. Draft starts at 1:00. So another hour and 15 minutes. I got the 12th pick though, so it might be a minute until that actually.
See where I'm picking. Let's take a look. So it's now set, kiddo?
I'm sorry?
So it did. Okay, so I'm the 7 pick. Okay. 1-7. A lot better than 12. All right. So Dennis is what? He's the 110. Ooh, Bogey's got the 2nd pick. That's nice. King D. That's a hell of a pick.
What time was that draft gonna pop off?
Yeah, it's an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay. Yes.
So 3:00 my time, 1:00 your time.
I don't know what. I wonder what King D is gonna do. Cause he's doing Puka.
I would say that would be a wise decision. The fantasy football engine would say that is a brilliant move.
Yes. That would. It's funny because like being 2nd overall, he makes that move. I get really angry. You know how I am. It's already sniped me. There's so many players he could have took. The first player off the board snipes me.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can pass on it if he doesn't do it. You know what I mean? Even like it's not super flex, so I wonder if that changes the ideology for everyone collectively. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's hard to not like consider like guys like the Stallion or Drizzy or any of these motherfuckers. Dang, I guess when you think about the crop, huh? Who's the hottest QB right now as it stands in fantasy wise out of all this 14? You know what's crazy? It's like Lawrence is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stafford is up there.
The Brock kind of cooled off a lot against Seattle, but I mean, when you possess the ball 3-1 against us, you know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. So, I mean, I still see the Brock's up there too. He's hot. You know what I mean? Josh Allen, he's mad cooled out, but like, you know what I mean? Now it's playoff time. Ooh,
Drake May. I don't know. Is it
Drake May's been. Oh yeah, Drake May's probably the hottest.
Right.
I think he set a record or something like, or he might have done. He did something like some kind of a highest QB rating or completion rating or more accuracy down the field. One of those. He killed it. Maybe even all three. I forget what it was. I was reading some shit earlier this week about that shit.
Man, Rod is a Rams fan in Missouri. Shout out, man. That's like a Chargers fan being a Chargers fan still.
I remember when I was a kid, fucking my only inkling of all things Missouri and Kansas City was because of Tech 9, bro. Because Tech 9 was heavy in the Bay too. You know what I mean? So it'd be like, then there was all kind of motherfuckers coming about, like because of Tech 9. I was like, oh shit, the Midwest got some shit over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tech 9. I interviewed him back in the day.
Elaborate being, I meant San Diego Chargers fan being a Chargers fan still. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, if he was still if they were still in Diego.
Yeah, so it like him and I, we had difference of opinions. He wasn't upset to that point where he was gonna not be a Rams fan when they dipped out on St. Louis.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I forgot they were in St. How could I forget? They were in St. Louis for most of my life.
They had some of the best years ever as an organization, and then I
think it was 19. I want to say 95. They went over there. 96.
It was the year before the
They left
the
LA.
Greatest Show on Turf and all that with Torrey Holt.
Yeah, that was I was about to say they got there like 96. Maybe 95, 96. Rod, put it in the chat. Let us know when did they go to when did they go to St. Louis? Because when they went to St. Louis, it was about by 99 they won a Super Bowl. You feel me? That Greatest Show on Turf.
1995.
And then they brought over what was that coach, bro? He went into broadcasting for hell. He was a coach with the Eagles for hella long, I think it was. Then he went. Is it Martz? Mike? No, not Mike Martz. What was the Greatest Show on Turf coach, bro? Because he was with the Eagles. Then he went into broadcasting for like a decade or something like that. Then maybe not a decade. I might be putting 10 on the 2. But then he came back to coaching, and he was like one of the hardcore coaches, like 2-a-days, and he was that type
Mike
of
Martz?
It was Martz. Okay, yeah. So Martz, right? He was talking a gang of shit. You know what I mean? Get on a motherfucker's helmet.
And then they
bro.
had Dick Vermeil over there too.
Vermeil, that's who I'm looking for. There you go. So Vermeil, he'll get on the motherfuckers' helmets, bro. He'll get on, you know what I mean? And then that year, like later in the 1998, 99, he just got hit with like an epiphany. At one point, he was like, man, everybody hates me. You know what I mean? He was like, if I just be cool, maybe everybody will be cool. You know what I mean? With me, you know what I mean? So he changed his whole approach. And then that was the year he had Kurt Warner, you know what I'm saying? And that even the way that whole thing went down. You know what I mean? I think Kurt Warner was like the third string, bro. And they had like a starter, and then they had drafted a rookie. And the rookie was like going to be a guy. And then I think that all in succession, one by one, they started getting hurt. And then it was Kurt Warner's time. And I think it was like right before week 1. You know what I mean? They go into the year with Kurt Warner. He was like a fucking arena football guy or some shit, bro. But his story was hella dope, too. They made a fucking movie about that shit. Shout out to Kurt Warner. I fuck with Kurt Warner. His story was badass. Kurt Warner got rings as a backup, I think. I think he might have won one with he might have got one with the Giants, right? When they beat was he there when they beat the Patriots the first time?
I can check on that one.
Might have been. Then he went to the Cardinals, and he was the backup. And then once again, he gets the job. I forget how. I don't know if it was injury. He just outplayed the kid. I just remember there was a young kid they drafted, And then like he just wasn't handling. They put in, and he at this point he was the gray beard. He had the fucking,
No,
you know
he
what I
has
mean, the
one
little
Super
stubble.
Bowl.
He went to the Super Bowl and they lost to the Steelers, but that shit was probably a top 5 Super Bowl for me in my lifetime because shit. My Super Bowl memories go back to 1994 when we won that thing. But and you know what I mean, watching the Super Bowl every year my whole entire life. I remember that Super Bowl was one of the baddest Super Bowls that I have ever seen. That shit was going crazy. The Santana Holmes little fucking run back or whatever it is, all on the sideline and shit. Remember that shit? Super back and forth affair. Young Larry and fucking Anquan Bolden. Young Anquan. Yeah, that shit was dope. I guess Anquan wasn't that young anymore by then. He was a couple years in. And the Cardinals ain't been shit since. I guess they had the Bruce Arians run with what's bruh's name? With my man Carson Palmer, bro. Remember Carson Palmer? Carson Palmer was shredding that 2015 year. He was like the second MVP runner-up because Cam Newton was going crazy that year. I think Cam Newton had like 40 passing and 10 or 11 rushing. That shit was crazy. That stupid dab, that shit fucking came and went. When you don't win the Super Bowl, no one wants to do the dab.
Yeah, he said Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce was nice.
Hell yeah. Are they both in now? They both in the Hall of Fame now? I know they lagged on them for a minute.
I know. Isaac Bruce, I think.
I know one got in earlier than the other, I think.
I think Torrey
one of them
Holt
just
is
got in
up for it.
recently.
I think he's
eligible Torrey Holt that just got in recently, man.
Let's see. Hold on. Up and down.
Like in the last like 3, 4, 5 years or something like that. They be lagging on receivers though like that. It's kind of crazy. I wonder what they'll do with Mike Evans because Mike Evans has it all. He has all the Pro Bowls.
Oh, for sure.
He has
Torrey Holt is a candidate to go in.
Oh, so Torrey Holt ain't even in yet.
No, he's not even.
What about Isaac Bruce?
He hasn't been inducted. He can go in the class of 2026. It says. So next year.
It's a cold game.
Yeah, he had 8 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons.
I was about to say he had dummy productive years even before Kurt Warner got there. He was killing. Torrey Holt was killing it.
Yeah, 13,000 yards, 382. He's got 74 TDs and 11 seasons.
That's dope. Then he played for a cool minute. Yeah, see, I wonder how they're gonna do Mike Evans because look at this, Torrey Holt, 8 fucking 1,000-yard seasons. He has the 13th wow, all that shit. Then you look at Mike Evans, he has 10 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons to tie Jerry Rice's record.
He'll be first ballot.
And then he also has a Super Bowl ring like Torrey Holt too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He also got the motherfucking Super Bowl ring. So I'm wondering if they, because Mike Evans, he would have, I guess Tom Brady is in there. Tom Brady, he's not in the Hall of Fame yet, but you know what I mean?
He's walking right in there.
It'll be a couple of years. He'll get in there before Mike Evans, and then he'll be one of those guys that starts fucking lobbying for someone like a Mike Evans. But even for someone like a Julian Edelman, because I used to always piss people off and be like, I think Julian Edelman's a fucking Hall of Fame. I'd be like, fuck no. And people would get really upset about that one. But then also, like, I don't know if there's certain parameters, like, because Julian Edelman didn't have none of the Pro Bowl shits or any of the crazy season numbers, but he definitely has all these rings and like had all these big moments everywhere. I wonder if that counts because you got to get voted in, right?
Yeah. So
it's kind of like a popularity contest at that point. Or if you get your guys in there and they got jackets, they start bringing you in. You know, you got Willie McGinnis, and then all of a sudden you get Tom Brady, slowly but surely, like he's going to be a first ballot, and then that motherfucker's be in there voting his motherfuckers in.
So 2028 is when Brady can go in the Hall of Fame.
He's in there, first ballot. Watch.
Oh, for sure.
That's fucking slam dunk.
That's not even a question.
That's crazy. He'll be like 50 years old, huh?
Yeah,
He'll still
pretty
be
much.
hella young.
Yep, 2028 is the year he can be put in. Yep.
Yeah, because this is his second season out already, or third.
Did he and Gronk retire the same year?
Nope.
No, they were off by 1 year, weren't they?
I don't think Gronk came back that last year that Brady played.
Yeah.
They brought in Gronk that first year, won a Super Bowl, they ran it back one more year with Gronk, and then I think that was it. And then Brady played an additional year.
Gronkowski can go in 2027. I just looked it up.
See, there you go, because he has and he's got to be a first ballot. I mean, he's one of the greatest tight ends of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
And he has all the hardware. So,
he's got everything there.
All the Pro Bowls and all the first team, all pros and everything.
Yeah, 9,000 receiving yards and 92 touchdowns, third all time in tight ends, and 4 Super Bowl rings.
Julian Edelman will never get in because he's going to need all of them to be Hall of Famers first, and then it'll take like 30 years or 20 years to get him voted in.
If he gets in, it's like a veteran. He'll bet the veterans getting voted in by the veterans, probably.
I mean, just look at some of these greats. Like, is Reggie Wayne's not even in?
That's pretty sad.
It's Marvin, you know what I mean? None of Manning's guys are in, right? Marvin Harrison or Reggie.
Oh, I think Marvin Harrison.
Is he in? Did he get in? I might have missed that. I know Edgerrin James got in same year with and see, I mean, he's a running back, so it took him a cool minute to get in. It took him like 20 years almost. Yeah, like what's his name?
Harrison, he was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2016. Marvin Harrison Jr. Senior.
What's that Denver Broncos running back?
You're talking about Terrell Davis?
TD. I remember TD got in hella quick for some fucking reason. I mean, he didn't even have a long career, but it was very illustrious, the short career he had. You know what I mean? He had a couple titles. He had a 2,000-yard season. Did he ever do 2,000 season? Either way, he went crazy. Those, like, that 4 or 5 years, he was, like, really, like, going crazy.
Oh, the Super Bowl years? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but then I'm just saying, like, he got in, like, 10 years later. Like, he retired 5 years, and another 5 years, I think he was in there. Because I want to say he got in there, like, 2010, 11, 12, somewhere around that era. So he didn't wait that long, all things considered. He only had to wait, like, 10 years total. But, it's weird because I'm like, I'm wondering how it all works. Like, these motherfuckers, it's got that popularity contest or something.
Terrell Davis went in the Hall of Fame in 2017.
Oh, shit, 2017?
Yes,
Never mind.
sir.
You had to wait like 10 or 20. Never mind, I fucked that up. Damn, he was in 2017?
2017 he went, yeah.
Could have swore it was like 2012. It's 5 years off. That shit crazy.
Remember the Super Bowl?
What about Barry?
Watching the Super Bowl.
No one ever had Barry Sanders in there, huh?
Yeah. Huh?
Is Barry Sanders in there?
Oh, hell yeah.
Is he? For real?
I think I'm gonna tell you.
Barry Sanders a Hall of Famer.
Hell yeah, he has to be.
He had like 10 years of fucking going crazy.
Barry Sanders went in 2004.
2004. Okay. Damn, so they didn't make him wait that long neither. Because think about it, he was done in 99. Oh, he was the first ballot. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yep, 2004 he went in, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he went in right away. It says induction, 2004, yep.
They wanted to give him some kind of accolade. They were so mad. They're like, sorry that you had to be in Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, we're so sorry.
Yeah, 10-time 1,000-yard rusher. 10,000, Jesus.
Dang. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. No one's ever done that.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit, let's get up out of here though.
Yeah, that's us. And we got about an hour till the 12-man league draft. I'm gonna start
Mm,
preparing
yeah.
for that shit now.
I'm preparing right now.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's finish this beer then. Like another 10 minutes. Then we'll get up out of here. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny because like I struggle with believing the Q curse. So the moment I start queuing these motherfuckers up, they just going. So I'm just gonna wait. Cause like I swear to God, I bet you. Ooh, and listen, maybe I could reverse jinx it. Like I queue up like someone I don't want to get, and then maybe King D takes him right there. It'll never work. Oh, he's a Rams fan. I already know what he's gonna do. If he doesn't do it, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, fuck it, easy. Even Lee earlier, he's like, he's gonna get Puka or CMC. I'm like, hold on, Lee, just read my answers. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, no, he's gonna take Puka now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd be disciplined enough to pass on old CMC there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Are we doing a fast draft live
Jason.
digitally this week? Are we doing a fast draft live this week?
We did one last night. I'm down because look,
On stream.
On the stream.
Yeah.
No, we haven't done one yet.
Derek goes, I wish the draft was on YouTube so we could see it.
Oh no! It was a question. Nah,
Yeah.
we haven't done one yet. Oh, he's trying to get some reconnaissance work, huh? I fuck with it. I fuck with it though. He's like, listen, we're gonna get some. Where's the cheat sheet? Yeah, I mean, you got. Do we have a mock draft option in there? I mean, you know what I mean? Just for Phil's sake, you know what I mean? He can go do a mock draft or something, you know what I mean? Just to get familiar with the. I will say for anyone well, it's a slow draft. It's a slow draft, so you don't have to worry about the refresh nature of things. Definitely will recommend though when you're using the app, constant refreshing is definitely the way to go because sometimes the app it'll just geek and then like you know what I mean the clock won't even be going or it'll be going and it won't even show any further activity. But what the hell's going on? You got to refresh it. Sometimes it'll be doing that.
Yeah, I've run into that myself where you think that the draft is going at a certain pace and you're like, what the fuck? How come it's taking so long?
Yeah. And then you refresh it and it goes, oh shit, it's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
was
like a
happening
Yahoo
fast
thing.
trap yesterday.
But I'm
I
not.
was hot as a motherfucker.
Maybe it's Sleeper too.
Two and 5.
Yeah, I didn't think Derek was in a playoff league. I don't think he does like the 32s, the playoff.
Yeah, he said he's not. Well, he had told me too. Like every year, because I've known him for a good minute now. I always say, "Hey, want to join the playoff leagues?" I'm cool. I'm like, okay. So you know, I always appreciate somebody's honesty right out the gate, because then when they're honest and I can see they're genuine, I won't continue to try to pester him about it. Like I remember Sweetness, right? He goes, "I'm kind of cool off the playoff leagues, bro." I'm like, "You're fucking lying, Sweetness." And then he's joined 2 of them. So, you know what I mean? See, I just had to wait like a week. And he's like, you still doing the playoff leagues? Yeah. Quit with the time foolery. You know what I mean? You already know you was in this thing from the jump. Like, so, nah, I'm good, man. I'm putting you on the list still. You know what I mean? Like, and then he jumped in a couple of them. But yeah, Derek, he's like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm like, okay. Yeah, he's being genuine. But see, he saves all his fair. Don't think he's not training in the dojo, right? You know, be Derek. He's look. He went to the west side. He went all the way too. You know what I mean? This motherfucker don't play. I like being in the leagues with Derek. That's what it's about. Hitters. We We need to try to have 100% hitters. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get up out of here.
Yes, sir. We got the.
You already know neonpeacockmerch.com. We will be back at y'all with content this week. Just keep the notification bells lit. You know what I mean? I know we got OJ tomorrow morning. So, you know what I'm saying? Tune in for OJ and a blunt for breakfast. Shout out to the fella. And what else we got going? Oh yeah, I know we got a power hour coming this week. And I'm pretty sure our man, the Neon Peacock himself, will hit you with a Houston Huddle playoff edition. You know what I mean? Because it is big. It is it's the big dance, right? It's the real dance, the NFL dance. And shout out to everybody that's going to war with us in these fantasy football drafts right now for these playoff leagues that we got popping up. Let's go.
Yo. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Man, watch out. Look out, bruh. Watch out. The fuck out. Man, watch out. Not the one to fuck with. I'll up it, I'll draw down. End of discussion. I'll push a button, get the bus and lay y'all out. Man, look out. Guess who got the jug now? I'm just trying to do my thing. Every time I do my thing,